Welcome back to I Did This Instead of Killing Myself, stand-up comedy podcast in Greenville, South Carolina. My name is David. It's the week of January 8th. Wait, no. January 9th, 2022. Hope you're having a great start to your week, start to your new year. I still have my tree up. You know, I'll get around to taking it down eventually. Still in the holiday spirit. I was sick earlier this week, but I am better. Feels good. I hope you guys are feeling good, and I hope you're ready for a great week of comedy. We have a jam-packed week of comedy shows, and we also have an awesome guest today. My guest today, Marquis Walker. This dude, Marquis is the man. I am a huge fan of this guy. He's a new friend of mine who I met earlier this year in 2022 when he started doing stand-up, or last year. And I can't say enough good things about Marquis. He's hilarious, number one. But I don't know. I want to talk about why. He's very smart, very insightful, very wise, especially for his age. He's only 24 years old. Father of two. He describes himself as an old soul, which I appreciate because his cultural references, he's like kind of a child of the 80s and 90s, even though he wasn't even born then. He loves pop culture, sports, comedy references from that era. So I just had a ton of fun talking to him about the good old days. So I'm old as crap, but he appreciates that time period. He's creative in multiple facets. So not only is he a hilarious comic on stage and just very, I'll talk more about that in a second, but he loves to draw. So as a kid, he drew a lot. And I'm going to put up some drawings. So there'll be drawings playing right now. He drew a lot, sketches of just anything he likes. So, you know, basketball players, Tupac, he sent me a few, Michael Jordan sketches, and I loved to draw as a kid too. I don't know if any of y'all did, but it was I don't draw as much anymore, but it kind of brought me back. That's such a cool creative outlet to do sketches, whatever inspires you. It's such a cool, relaxing outlet, and he still does draw and create art here and there on the side. So definitely follow him and DM him if you're interested in his art. But yeah, he's such a good dude, and he only started stand-up several months ago in 2022, and he's always done well. And he says that he hasn't really bombed on stage, and it's strange because that almost never happens. But he's just very conversational and very relaxed on stage, so you just feel at ease. So even if a joke doesn't work all the way, you're still with him and you still like him. And his insights and his joke writing is fantastic. I was just at a mic last night at Habiba's Mediterranean restaurant. That's Dante Anderson's mic. I got to see several of the comics. I haven't been out there in a while. And go to Habiba's on Friday. It is a fun time. Even if there's not that many people there, the comics are great. And Marquis went up there for, 10, 12 minutes. And I was dying the entire time. And Dante was on fire too. It's a really cool spot, and anyway, I love watching Marquis on stage. It was a good reminder because this episode's coming out. He is a hilarious dude, super likable. Check this guy out. At only 24 and only a few months into stand-up, if he keeps doing stand-up, he's going to be really special. He's very good. So anyway, I really like Marquis. We had a great time talking because we had a lot in common to talk about. We talked about Grand Theft Auto, playing that as a kid. Talked about stand-up, talked about art, talked about him growing up and how he evolved into, wanting to do comedy. Tons of good stuff. I mean, we talked for 2 hours, but the time flew by. So I think it's an interview you'll enjoy. So definitely check out Marquis. Hope you enjoy the interview. Before we start the interview, though, here's what's going on this week in local comedy. The week of January 9th, 2023. Lots of shows. All right, so tonight, Monday, Coffee Underground. Hosted by No Expectations Comedy. That's at 7 o'clock. Comics sign up at 6:30. Travis Thubbin, Craig Holcomb. On Tuesday, we have a show at the Comedy Zone. Emma Willman will be here. 7 p.m. show, doors at 6 o'clock. Tickets available at greenvillecomedyzone.com. Also on Tuesday, we have Sharky's Pub, the new mic. That's at 8 o'clock. Comics sign up at 7. We have hosts Cassandra Jane, Callie Pacifume, and Amelia Nelson. Also on Tuesday, we have the Art Bar in Columbia, hosted by Patrick Fowler. That's an 8:30 show. Also on Tuesday, we have the Odd in Asheville, hosted by James Harrod. That's a 9 o'clock show. This Wednesday, we have Ben Jennings Comedy at the Lounge. It's a dark comedy show. We're going to have Amanda Neal on the show, Alexis Ramirez, Jacob Noland, and headliner Chris Wilson. That'll be a really fun time. That's at 7:30. Also on Wednesday, we have Tom Emmons, Swamp Rabbit Comedy, open mic at the VFW Post 9273 in Piedmont, 7 o'clock show, 6:30 comic sign up. Also on Wednesday, we have the Disclaimer open mic in Asheville. That's an 8 o'clock show. Message Carrie Goff for details. Thursday, I believe Jokes Out Loud at the Comedy Zone is happening. It's not on the website, but I don't see another show there, so I think that's happening. Jokes Out Loud at the Comedy Zone, hosted by Brandon Rainwater, 8 o'clock show, $10 cover. Friday, All Jokes Aside at Habiba's. That's Dante's show I just mentioned. Check that out. That's a 9 o'clock show. Great mic, comics. Go out there. You can just practice stuff. And usually there hasn't been a ton of comics that show up there, so you can do extra time. It was really fun doing that last night. And this weekend at the Comedy Zone, Steve Ranazizi. I'm not sure I'm saying his name right, but I know this guy. He was on The League. Hilarious dude on The League. So it'll be cool to see him in town. January 13th, yes, this Friday, 2 shows, one at 7 and one at 9. On Saturday, he's got 2 shows at 6 and 9. And on Sunday, he has a show at 6 p.m. Tickets available at greenvillecomedyzone.com. All right, that's it for local comedy. Hope you guys have a fantastic week, and I hope you enjoy my interview with Marquis. Here it is. Marquis.
How you doing?
Welcome to the apartment.
I see it, man. It's dope in here, man.
You like it?
Yeah, I like it, man. I like the posters and stuff, too. It's real dope.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I got posters around my room and stuff, too.
You have posters in your room?
Yeah.
What do you have up?
It's like Black Panther, poster of Tupac, poster of Michael Jordan.
Okay.
I think Shaq. Yeah.
Shaq? You have a Shaq poster?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I had a Shaq poster when I was a kid. It was Orlando Magic, and he was real skinny. My uncle gave it to me.
Yeah, I got the Lakers.
You got the Lakers one?
And he's just dunking.
Hell like, yeah, dude.
Got nuts all in the frame and everything.
His nuts in the frame?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Come on now. Why they got to get that angle?
Yeah, dude.
It's a cool poster, though. And I got, like, some posters of some stuff that I drew.
The stuff that you drew?
Yeah, like I know how to draw. I would draw, like, posters of people that I like. And I would draw, like, a mirage, and then I put some of them on my wall.
This is awesome. What posters have you drawn? Like, what?
I got, like, a poster where it's, like, 3 different pictures. Well, 6, because it's 3 at the top, 3 at the bottom of Michael Jordan that I drew.
Okay.
I got another poster, like, Steph Curry, like, 80s rappers. It's, like, anything that I was inspired by or something like that.
When did you draw these?
Like, when I was, like, 16, 17.
16, 17?
Yeah, I started drawing when I was, like, 8, 7,
okay.
8. Yeah, so I was drawing first.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I always been to do like art and draw and stuff like that.
Yeah, dude, I was really into that as a kid.
Yeah,
I haven't thought about that in a long time. But
yeah, they wanted me to go to an art school, but my mama didn't want to let me go off by myself and send me out because it was gonna be in like Atlanta.
Okay, they want to send you to SCAD.
I ain't sure.
Okay.
I was younger, so it was just like she was saying the art school wanted me, and I had to draw a picture to be accepted into the art school.
Okay.
And because I had pictures that she submitted, but they was like, okay, these could be traced or something like that, because I would rip them out my sketchbook.
Yeah.
I wouldn't keep them in. I put them in my binders and stuff. So they was like, okay, it got to be in the sketchbook intact so we could tell he didn't trace it.
Okay.
So they sent me like a packet.
You didn't trace, did you, Mark?
No. They sent me a packet to draw a picture. Like I had to draw the picture on the other side, and it had to look like it or see how close I can get to it.
Okay.
And I redid that and sent it off, and I was accepted. But my mom was like, "No, that's too far."
Oh, you got accepted?
Yeah.
Oh, dang, that's kind of a shame. That would have been cool.
It would have been cool. I would probably had a different path. You know?
Different path? Yeah. Now you're doing comedy instead. That's cool, man.
Yeah, comedy's cool to me too. I've always been into that too.
I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, dude, so the drawing stuff, man, I don't know if because Very similar. Like my dad is a furniture designer, and he would always sketch with us as kids, so we'd want to be like dad or do that.
Yeah.
But I remember we had in elementary school we were really into the NBA and NFL. So the two things we draw, we'd make tennis shoes. We design our own tennis shoes.
Oh yeah.
And try to make them real cool.
You see, at that
Did you ever
time,
do that?
like I was into the NBA and WWE, so I was drawing like wrestling belts and stuff like that.
Okay.
For around the house, me and my brother, we had a trampoline. That was our ring. Like every day we was in the backyard. Yeah. So we had different cardboard.
Okay.
We cut it out. Then since I knew how to draw, mine would look like the actual belt.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Yours were legit.
Yeah.
And
so
his were jank. His was jank. Like,
he had a different brand. Mine said WWE.
yeah. It said something else.
His was I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Drawing was cool, man. I remember I tried to draw people. I wasn't as good at drawing people. That's why I'm impressed that you had posters. Like, cause how big were the posters that
it's
you had?
It's like about as big as that Rolling Stone.
Holy cow.
Yeah, it's like
so that's like for the people who can't see, that's like that big. I mean, that's a big sketch.
Yeah, it's just different ones. I put it to where it looks like a solid picture, but it's just different pictures of him put together.
Oh, okay.
So it's like one picture I put on this side, I put one below it, and then it was just like going across like that. So it's three pictures
combined.
All together it makes 6 pictures on one board.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, so it looked cool if you look at it, but that's all I really did was just draw one at a time on each side.
Gotcha. So each one's a little smaller. But that's great though. What did you use? You used pencil?
Yeah, I think one of them I used pen, the other one I used pencil. I used color pencils on some of them. It all depends on what I had at the time or what I wanted to do.
Yeah. Whenever I tried to draw things, and it wouldn't, like people were really hard. I remember I tried to draw Ray Allen. That was the one I was most proud of. I had a picture of Ray Allen dunking, and I was like, dude, he's with the Bucks at the time.
Yeah.
Is he still playing?
Nah.
No, he retired.
Yeah, he retired.
A few years back. But he did play a while, I think.
Yeah, he did.
But yeah, man, that was... I probably should have listened to that instinct way back when. That was when I first thought I was creative and stuff.
Yeah,
but I kind of like you didn't go to art school. I didn't ever do anything. Like I stopped taking art classes even in high school, and I kind of stopped doing anything in the arts until comedy.
I used to do it all the time. It was just like I would be in the house looking at TV, and then I would be watching like old stuff. Like I got an old soul, people say. So
yeah,
I would just watch stuff from like the 90s, the 80s, and listen to that type of music. So anytime that something I felt inspired by, I would go look up a picture of the person or something and then draw the person.
Because your references are much older than your age. Because you reference Shaq, you reference Tupac.
Yeah.
You know, you like to draw. How old are you?
24. Yeah.
I hate you, bro. I'm just kidding. I'm jealous. No. Yeah. It's great. You got your youth and you're also, dialed into good shit.
You got a little wisdom. I got like 2 gray hairs in my head, man.
Do you already?
Yeah, already.
No way.
Yeah, I swear, man. Yeah, it's like, I can't really see it because my hair braided down under the hat. But like, if it was out, you can see it. It's like 2, and they the longest ones. I'm like, damn it.
What's stressing you out, man?
Man, I got 2 kids.
You got 2 kids?
I got 2 kids, 2 different baby mamas,
2 different,
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
Got life.
Yeah.
Got life going on, but I don't complain, They cool. They good people.
Yeah.
They good people.
Yeah, you got very chill vibes for sure.
Yeah, I try to keep it this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like being upset or no drama or nothing like that. Just try to just chill. Everybody calm down and look at TV.
Right.
Yeah. Another thing I was noticing is your DVD. I got a whole bunch of DVDs.
You got DVDs?
I got a whole bunch of DVDs.
Dude. Yeah. You're the only person under 25 that hasn't given me shit for my DVD collection.
Man, look, I got 2 DVD. Goddamn, what's them called? Like the shelves for the DVDs.
Whatever they're all.
I got 2 of them full of DVDs, and I got even more DVDs on my dresser to where they won't fit in there. Like I got all the seasons of Walker, Texas Ranger. I got all the seasons of Fresh Prince. All the seasons of Martin. I got all the house parties. Anything.
All
that's
the seasons
of Coke.
What was the other show you mentioned?
Martin, Fresh Prince, all of them.
Fresh Prince,
Family Guys, all of them.
You got the Family Guy?
Yeah, so it's like anything that is a Coke classic or like anything that has to do with culture, I added in DVD.
For sure.
So if the Wi-Fi go out, everybody else gonna be doomed.
Yeah, we gotta go to Marquis' house.
Yeah, you just gotta pop one of these and it's like looking at TV.
Dude, exactly. I love DVDs too.
I'm telling you.
There's something about having the hard copy. I don't care, how old it makes me sound. It's dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it. And you sometimes, you go back to them.
I'm telling you. And you got to deal with no buffering, like nothing.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
If the servers go down on what you watching, you got to wait. I ain't got to wait for nothing. You know? I just got to go press play and I can get to it.
Yeah, for sure, man. And I don't know if, again, you're too young for this aspect, but probably. Did you ever rent DVDs as a kid?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, my mama used to take us to.
Yeah. You were real young in the early 2000s.
I remember Blockbuster and everything.
Remember Blockbuster?
Yeah, I used to go get games from Blockbuster.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't get them, but I would go with like my mama and them, and she would get. She didn't know nothing about GTA, so I would tell her to rent it. And she would rent it and bring it home, and I'd be in the room playing.
Would you just say it's a racing game or something?
Yeah, like cause all you see is the cars
yeah,
a couple guns, but you don't know what's going on in the game. You don't know the excess of stuff in there.
Oh, dude. Yeah, man. That was like the first game. That was like my first act of rebellion as a little kid was playing GTA. Like my parents were clueless. We were actually late to get a console, so we didn't even have PS2 or anything.
Yeah.
But we went to a Christian elementary school too. But like some of the parents were just bad parents. They didn't care. So we go to Jimmy's house. His parents didn't give a shit. Mm-hmm. Jimmy Daffinson, I remember, and he'd have GTA, and we'd have sleepovers and try and find, hookers.
That's how you used to play. You didn't do none of the missions. None of the missions. You just out there driving around, running people over, random shit.
Hookers. Yeah, you get the cheat code in there, and then you get the cheat code to get your stars down.
You got money. You got all the guns. And you got all that shit, and you fuck around and slip, fall in the water, now you dead.
Right, exactly. Or you just fall off a building. Yeah. Oh, dude. Oh, gosh. The favorite thing we would do is we'd get like in a clock tower or some kind of parking garage and take the sniper rifle
and just snipe people.
Dude, it was so funny to us back
then. And then as a
kid,
the graphics look so real as a kid. Now you go back and look at it, like, this is shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's shit compared to now.
Yeah.
I mean, talking about it now, it seems so disturbing but like that's just what kids did.
It was fun then.
Yeah,
it's just like that's a way people say is influencing them to do bad stuff. No, I feel like that was an outlet for me. It's an outlet. Like I didn't have killed people. If you did. I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know about if I was actually gonna do it.
Shit, I might. I'm just kidding. No,
I mean, it's cool. I'm into true crime too. I watch a lot of the serial killers and everything else.
Yeah.
It don't really creep me out, but it's. Like I don't think I could do it. I wouldn't be able to just cut somebody up and then leave them.
No, dude.
I couldn't leave them in my house. That's nasty. Like,
yeah.
No.
So if you did do it, you clean it up.
I would
like burn the body.
I get caught. I get caught. My guilt would get to me.
Yeah.
I be thinking people watching me all the time. That ain't good.
Yeah.
That ain't good.
Yeah.
Black people pick up on that. My family. I go around them. It's like you been acting weird, lady. What happened?
They'll pick up on your guilt?
Yeah, man, they'll pick up on your guilt quick, man.
Yeah.
Anything you guilty about, they know you done did something nasty.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I think I'll out myself too.
Yeah,
I cannot.
I wouldn't be able to hide
have
it.
No poker face. I cannot hide shit.
It's either going to be too rash. I'm going to be too excited that I did it to I'm going to be like wanting people to find out.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to feel too guilty that I did it. Where it's like, shit, do they know?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like one or the other.
Yeah, dude, the guilty stuff I used to like out myself for. Like if I ever like was on the family computer looking at stuff I wasn't supposed to, looking at like hiding it or whatever. If I'd be around the family, like I'd probably be acting weird. For sure.
I was late to porn. Most boys they get the porn bug from like 10 to 12. I didn't catch the porn until later on because I wasn't one of them. I was a music buff. I was
good for you.
I was listening to a lot of music.
You're really well adjusted.
Yeah, I was listening to music and like I always got attention from girls, so it was like I didn't. I didn't
swag.
I didn't ever think of like.
I don't need to go
no porn.
Digital.
Yeah, like I don't even know what the porn sites.
Yeah.
My cousin always make fun of me. He's like, "Man, you be in the bathroom too long. You in there playing with yourself." And it's like, "What?" It's like, "No, I'm not. I'm really in there just listening to music.
Here,
I'm not just I'm out of my business. This is section.
Yeah.
I come in here. Ain't nobody come fuck with you. If they think you're taking the shit, they gonna leave you alone.
Yeah.
That's what I used to go do that. And he's like, "You playing with yourself?" So I said, "Oh no, I'm proof point. Today is the day. I'm gonna do it for real.
I'm gonna actually do it.
I'm gonna do it.
And I'll come back out and tell you about it.
Exactly. Oh yes, I was. But it was a bad experience, because my perspective of a vagina was not how it looked in the video. And then, then Pornhub gonna let you watch 5 videos a day. So you got to limit out the videos.
Wait, what? They limit it?
Yes. At first, Pornhub gonna let you watch 5 videos a day. So like you got 24 hours of 5 videos.
Oh,
Each
wow.
video is only like 3 minutes. So you fuck around and get too excited, click off that one and click on another one that you like. You use up them 4. You gotta wait 24 hours, buddy. Or
you can't go back to the.
You can't
go back to the other ones you
Nope.
watched?
Nope.
It's one time.
If you go back, that's another time you watched it. So it's
Dude.
it was messed up.
Yeah, I try not to watch porn as much anymore.
I mean, yeah, not now, but then it was like.
But they should maybe bring that back. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Like you got a couple
give
of
you a
shots
limit,
to use on this. You got to be real selective.
You got to be real point. Like you got to pick the goddamn thumbnail that you want to watch.
Yeah, you better. Yeah.
They didn't even have previews then. You just had to go off the thumbnail. That one part of the video is what you had to see.
Yeah.
And with mine,
face looked good, and then
at that time, what was enticing was like maybe doggy. So I was like, okay, that's cool. That's the thumbnail.
Yeah.
Man, you click on the first thing it is a close up on the woman's vagina. It's like, God. It was 13. That shit was scarring to me. It's like, ugh, people eat that.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, dude.
It's like, Jesus Christ.
Or if there's like 3 minutes of acting and 60 seconds of the good stuff that you want.
Yeah, it didn't match the skin tone. It was just real. It was a real ugly beast.
Didn't match the skin tone.
It was a real ugly beast, I'm telling you. I grew to like the beast, but at that point, it was just like, damn.
The beast?
Yes, that's
the
what
beast?
That's
the vagina?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
The vagina the beast?
The beast. It's the beast.
Yeah, I've grown to love the beast too.
Yeah.
It's an interesting point because I actually, it's really taking me back. But I think I also thought it was a weird looking thing.
Yeah,
definitely.
And no guy,
and no offense, a penis is horrible.
No guy can say they first encounter with a vagina, they was enticed right away. If you were, you in your head how you thought it looked. You see the Barbie dolls, you think it's just a smooth area.
Smooth area with a little
hole. You're not thinking the lips, the clit. You're not thinking all that.
They're not hair.
No. And then when you see it, it's like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
It's like, this what people want? Like, what?
Yeah.
Till they get up on
boobs, I wasn't like that. Boobs,
yes.
The first boob I saw, I was like, oh my.
Yeah, like those right there is what used to get you off. Somebody showed boobs in a movie, that's all it took.
Yeah, and not even the full boob. Just, I remember the first, this might have been the first boner I ever got was Full House. Uncle Jesse had a girl come in and she was wearing just a jersey. Mm-hmm. Just a jersey. You couldn't see anything. But the whole, the studio audiences and the sitcoms in the 90s would go, ooh.
Yeah, anytime somebody looked good.
And I was like, oh, something's going on. And I was like, whoa. And yeah, she was beautiful.
Beautiful.
I was intimidated back then and still am now, Same kind of, something about those, beautiful, beautiful women.
It's about them, man. I don't. Even now, man, you can't go wrong. Women make everything better,
They do.
Make everything better.
They do. But the vagina, definitely.
That's the beast, The woman itself is a good person,
Yeah.
You love that person.
Yeah.
But once they give you some of the beast is what holds you, man.
Yeah.
I tell you, man. The beast is what keeps you captive.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I've grown to love the beast.
Yeah, you love them sometimes. Sometimes it gets you in trouble,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And what you should not ever do is shoot at the beast, all right? Because if you shoot at the beast,
okay,
and you hit the target, it's gonna have little beast.
Little beast.
Yep. And the little beast is gonna be claimed to be yours. So it's like,
yeah,
you can't do that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you do it with intention to do it, that's good. But if you just out here shooting at it just to shoot at the
beast by accident,
don't
shooting
do
at
that.
the target.
Yeah, the target. No, too much aim for some people.
Yeah, dude. I want to have kids. You glad you have kids?
Yeah. I got 2.
Yeah, I know you got 2. Got
a little girl and a little boy.
Are you happy that? I know it's a lot of stress as a young guy, but
not as much as people
feel good about kids.
Yeah, not as much as people put on it. You know.
You think? You think it?
Yeah, like the kids, they self, they ain't really the problem. It's the mother. You deal more with, you go through more stuff more with the person you had the kid with than mostly the kids.
Yeah.
Like the kids, you just got to feed them, dress them, make sure they all right, play with them, and then pay attention to them. That's easy. And then when you got to do that with somebody else that has the responsibility of doing the same thing, y'all don't always see the same point of view. That could make it difficult in certain points.
Sure.
So it's just that a balance, co-parenting and stuff like that. If you with the mother, that's a different story. But if y'all fall out or something like that, and we y'all have to just co-parent with the child, sometimes you got good moments, you got bad moments, but all in all, as long as the child okay, that's all that matters.
Yeah. How old are the kids?
My son is 3 and my daughter's 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, I started early. Yeah, as soon as I got out of high school, it's just like, first victim.
Yeah, there you go. No, that'll be nice. You got your family going on. You want to have more kids, you think?
It all depends. It all depends.
Yeah.
Just want to get to a better place this time if I had kids.
For sure.
Yeah. So that's why I try to stay chill and stuff. Been doing more mental stuff like that,
Yeah.
So I'm in a better mind state. So if I do have another child, it's like, make better decisions.
Yeah. No, I think I think about parenting because I'm now getting to a point where most all of my college friends are at least married. I have one buddy that's not, and then they all have kids. So like I'm just observing their lives changing, and it seems like fun.
It's fun.
I like their kids. Some of the kids, I'm just like,
Like, and then when it's your kid, like a lot of people. Like some people be like they don't want kids and stuff like that, or they feel like they'd be a bad parent if they had kids. But it's like once you have them, you will feel a little different because like you see you, like everything that your parents told you, you will become your parents. And when people say that, you be like bullshit. If people don't got kids, they be like bullshit. I'll never be like my parents until you got kids. When you get kids, it's like you see what your parents is talking about.
So like if you're not a total asshole, I would assume.
Yeah,
because there are some deadbeat parents out there. There's got to be who just don't give a shit. But I think if you have any sort of
like
or
my kids look just like me, so I can't.
Yeah,
I can't try to I can't deny them or nothing like that. Then they do a lot of the stuff that I do. So when they're with me, it's not like I have to babysit them or like be on them. It's like they're doing whatever I'm doing.
Yeah.
So if I watch TV, they just watch TV with me. Yeah. Or they on their tablet watching TV. Or they playing, I'm playing. They watch me play the game. My kids just look at me, I don't know what they do with their mamas. Now their mamas, I feel like they drive them crazy. Yeah. Because they ask for a lot of stuff. But with me, they know when to ask and they just watch me do whatever I do. Yeah. So it'll be cool when they come with me. I don't mind.
Yeah, for sure. Do they are they creative? Have they done any drawing or anything?
Yeah, like my son be making TikToks at 3. He know how to record, put the feature on there, whatever he want to do, he know how to do on the phone already. He has his own phone at 3 years old. Yeah.
That's I'm just checking the audio.
Yeah, he called me himself and everything else. He got his own phone at 3.
He's got his own phone?
At 3.
At 3?
Yeah, you know how to FaceTime me and all.
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's young for a smartphone, isn't it?
Man, these kids today is advanced. Like my daughter, she know how to work a phone, tablet, computer, anything that you put in front of her, she know how to get YouTube on it.
Wow.
No problem. She know what she watching. She know what's good. And my daughter's always been smart like that. Like even when it come to like songs that play, if it had cussing in it, she would mute herself at the cuss. Like, how the fuck do you even know what those words are? Yeah. And she was like 1 and 2 doing this. She would be rapping along or singing along, and then anytime somebody cussed, she would not say the word. I didn't have to tell her don't say it. It was just like she wouldn't say it. Yeah. So, they advanced now.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, these kids today.
Because
far.
A lot of people are like, no smartphones. Like, you gotta, do this or that. But like, I kind of think having kids that grow up with exposure to all this stuff, the benefit of that,
it'll be beneficial. Like
they'll learn exponentially faster.
So much fast because like we caught on to it. We were older. Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff that when it's new coming out, it's like you just got to be in it to do it. But if you growing up with it, it's different. Like you get you know what it is when you have it at a young age. So you know the mechanics of it when you get older. Yeah. And then they could become engineers like that. They could develop their own software. There's a lot of stuff you could do if you
They'll
already
look at things differently. and they can also learn.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, I think YouTube. I'm trying to remember when it really got big for me, and I don't even know what year it would have been, but like sometime around when podcasts started.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Joe Rogan's was the biggest one, but
Yep.
there sort of became a time when everybody, I think, realized like you can get anything on YouTube.
Yes.
You can learn literally anything you want.
Anything.
And
it's multiple videos and multiple
Mm-hmm.
point of views and multiple ways to look at something. And it's like, you don't have to look at it one way.
Yeah. To me, it kind of coincided with like the drop off of like cable, where like you'd basically go there for your news, your sports, you know, you'd watch. I mean, my buddies, it was definitely after college, I think, which is after 2012 for me, where you'd basically, when you listen to sports content, you'd listen to like the same 4 radio shows, like Colin Cowherd, Dan Patrick. You know, there's a few like ESPN talking heads, but you know, then Barstool kind of broke that mold, and they became this social media company that did their own podcast, where it was not these professional ex-athletes doing it with this like kind of stuffy format. It was just fucking around.
You can do what you want.
And yeah, that was so cool, and I feel like I've learned a lot just, you know, being around it as an adult. And you know, what are the kids, you know, watching now? Like, because I feel like there's a whole another YouTube world for kids now.
Yeah, it's like
there's shows that they watch.
It's other kids, like, and that's another thing. Like, as a kid, you know, when we were coming up, we saw kids that were famous, but those people were like on TV.
On TV,
it
yep.
was
like the Disney Channel
hard
people,
to get on
the
TV.
Nickelodeon people.
Yeah,
all
like these kids, they can go on YouTube and see another kid like them down the street making videos, so they feel like, okay, I could do it too. And, you know, if they got a niche for it and actually got a talent, they'll progress in it at a young age. So they just watch mostly other kids on YouTube, make
other kids
kiddie YouTube videos.
Yeah,
like Ryan and stuff like that. It's like just kid stuff.
Yeah. You know Ryan Rubin, other comic in Greenville? Yeah, he's got a daughter, and we were at his house a while back, and yeah, they have all these shows that they're watching.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Like,
if you watch it with them, it's actually like...
It's actually pretty good?
Yeah, you'll catch yourself watching it with them. Like, especially like the ones that be doing skits, or they make like the songs that go with the videos.
Yeah.
You'll hear them singing it, and then you'll mess around and be singing and watching it with them.
Yeah.
It's very influential for both parties.
Yeah.
So like you spend time with them and you get to see like what they're looking at.
Yeah, this is kids' entertainment. Yeah. I mean, we grew up with like Blue's Clues, and I don't know, what kids shows did you watch? Like cartoons?
I wasn't really into cartoons. Like I would watch cartoons at my grandma's house because that's all I could watch.
Okay, I gotcha.
House. So it was like Mickey Mouse. Anything they put the TV on that had cartoons, I would just watch it because it was on TV. So Kim Possible.
Yeah.
Like That's a anything Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, any one of them. Like that's what I was watching. But at home, I was watching Friday and Don't Be a Menace. And,
dang, okay,
yeah. So that's where the comedy bug came from.
I gotcha.
At home, I would make jokes even at like 4 or 5. I was making jokes around the house.
Yeah,
and my mama then would be laughing. So then after that, I would just keep making jokes around the house and do funny stuff.
Yeah,
because I was always heavy set. So they want you to play football. I was like, man.
You don't want to play football?
Fuck no,
dude.
Man, look, everybody been telling me, I'm like, you be good out there. I didn't have the ambition to play football. Like I can play it, but it's not something that I was passionate about. I'd rather play basketball. I was more passionate about that because it's like to me it's movement. It's more movement. It's more shit you can do. Football, you gotta sit right here, gotta hike it, or you gotta block. You gotta go hit them. Yeah. Then you gotta come back and set back up. Basketball, you score. You fuck around and miss, you can come back and play defense. If you're not doing good at that, you can get the rebound, you can pass, get assists. Yeah. It's different elements you could offer with basketball to me.
I agree.
Football.
So I agree. And
I like football. I mean basketball more than football.
Dude, I respect that opinion, and it's actually 100% correct.
Yeah.
And I played football my whole freaking life. I played
2 times, and I didn't like it either time.
Dude, yeah, I hated it.
Yeah.
I wanted to quit.
No, I quit the first day. The first day. My mama them put me out there on the football field, and first possession, I don't know why they give me the football to run. I don't know why. You know, I'm like 8.
How big were you?
At 8, they thought I was 12. So
Yeah.
I was a big kid.
Yeah, if you're big, they probably thought you looked Jerome Bettis.
Yeah, so they thinking, okay, yeah, he big, he can take. Man, they gave me the ball to run, and the motherfucker that was coming to hit me didn't even tackle me. He jumped up in the air and just drop kicked me dead in my stomach, like Bruce Lee me dead in my stomach. Man, I got up and walked the fuck
Water
off
boy? Like,
man, I got up and walked the fuck off the field. I said, this got to be illegal. This cannot be rules. Like, what is this? I thought we was coming to football practice. I didn't know we was coming to karate class. Like, this is bullshit.
Yeah. Dude.
I walked off the field. You know, I left. I went and sat in the car.
And you were 8?
Yes. I knew then how to make up my own mind. I was like, this shit, I'm not doing it.
Dude, yeah, I don't know if people appreciate like how traumatizing football is, especially like full contact for kids 10 and under.
Yeah.
Dude. It's brutal.
Yeah, I don't even know
all day
you
hanging out
to
with
be
mom watching cartoons
exactly.
and shit. And then you go there. I mean, it was.
And they want you to be angry. They be like, get mad so you can go out there and do something. It's like he didn't do nothing to me for me to be mad at him. Like,
yeah.
Why do I want to
trying to get you to flip that intensity switch, and when it does go on, that's the only way to play football. Is like your hair's on fire and you're out to screw people up.
Yep.
And that happened for me at like my second season or third season of playing. But I wanted to quit too. I begged my mom to quit. And my mom was like, we made a commitment. You can quit after the season, but we're in a carpool. You can't quit.
Man.
So I would like hide. Like when it was time for practice, I didn't even remember this. My dad told me this recently. I would go in my closet and hide under a pile of clothes when it was 3:00. And my mom would be like, where's David? We got to go to practice. And I like didn't want to go.
No.
But eventually they'd find me and I'd go. And I fucking hated it, dude.
Like I like football practice because of the people. I knew the people on my team.
You liked practice?
Yeah, because it was the people on my team I'm used to. I see y'all at least 3 times a week. I go to school with most of y'all. So I see y'all all the time. So when we come out here, it's like we're playing football, but it's not like practice. It's like playing outside football with your friends and just playing around.
Yeah.
But when we got to go to a game and I don't know the person across the field, it's like I don't have no reason. I'm not as mad as I need to be at him. To do the damage that you want me to do to him. So it's like you can't get that reaction.
I hear you, dude. I was a sucker. I bought into all the coaches' psychology. I was like, that team across there, the enemy. They might as well be like, this is fucking war. I'm gonna fuck them up. Like, and if I don't,
see, that's
get
how
my
I
ass
felt
chewed out by the
with
coach.
Basketball. Like with basketball, you got 1-on-1 and stuff like that. Yeah, you got the team.
You can see their faces,
but you can
right up.
You're right there with them.
Yeah, it's
and
personal.
They get to slap at you, try to hit the ball. So it's like when you playing like that, it's like, so that's how you want to play. It's like I can go back and forth with them
for sure
without even having to hit them necessarily.
Yeah.
It's like I don't have to necessarily score. If you don't score and I don't score, that's even.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So, but if I'm scoring and you're not scoring, it's a problem at that point.
Yeah.
So I like that aspect more than football.
Yeah.
And then I was into wrestling, so they wanted me to do that for all the wrestlers play football too. It's like, man, I want to wrestle, but I'm not. I don't want to be exactly like these people,
Yeah.
Because they told me a lie to get me out there. They was like, you can go out there and rock bottom people.
Yeah.
Stunning them on the field. When I got out there and tried that, none of that shit was possible.
I mean, they're right that you would have been good and helped the team.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's hard. Like high school coaches, you can't really pay kids to come out. You just gotta try to influence them.
Yep.
It's not for everybody though.
Yeah, because that's around the time that I stopped wanting to be a wrestler. Like at first, I wanted to be a WWE superstar. Really did. Like the majority of my life till like 15.
Wow.
Because I had all those DVDs too.
So WWE inspired you to do high school wrestling?
No, I didn't wrestle in high school neither.
No, you didn't. Middle school.
No, I didn't wrestle in middle school neither.
Oh, you did it? Oh, I thought you did wrestling.
No,
okay, you didn't do. You didn't do it as okay. Gotcha. I mean, I was gonna say, sports, wrestling for your school. That's different.
The wrestling aspect of WWE that I like was I like The Rock.
Okay.
Like Stone Cold because of personality wise, so I can match the personality.
Yeah, dude.
But then
you want to be the entertainer.
Yeah, getting older, and man, I was realized because everybody used to tease, wrestling fake. Why you watching that shit and everything else? And it's like it's entertainment, and it's like it's not fake. They really got to put their bodies on the line every night to do this. Like, it's technically scripted, but they really getting hit and they really throwing each other and jumping on each other and shit.
Yeah. To me, saying wrestling's fake is like saying a TV show's fake
Yeah.
or like stand-up's fake.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's all rehearsed.
Yeah, but you still got to go do
Still
shit.
got to execute it.
And they still getting hurt. So once
and they still play to the crowd.
Yes.
Like we had Jake Manning on. He does WWE stuff, or I forget the name of his league. It's something else. But anyway. But yeah, he described it as a performance for sure.
It really is.
You could tell if you're not.
Yeah,
if
you mess up by a couple inches, that could be catastrophic.
Could be catastrophic.
You can break somebody's neck. It's a lot of shit that really could happen. Yeah. So
if the crowd's not effing with you, I bet they could tell.
You could tell too. You got to have.
Have you ever seen that actually? And all the WWE you've watched, where the crowd just wasn't feeling like what was going on.
Certain people they wanted to push, and the crowd didn't want you to push them. They wanted other people to be in that position.
Okay, so they'll boo or just be silent.
They just won't get a reaction that they want that they're trying to entice out of you.
Okay.
So when they're trying to get a reaction out of you and you don't want that reaction, it's like you just won't give it. You'll just give it to whoever you do like.
Do you know how they do that? The people that do WWE, like how they write their stories or how they try and make it so people stay engaged and stuff?
Not now.
Like, they probably go off ratings, I bet.
Like before, it probably was like the ratings. Because the wrestling now, like, it's like attitude era. Like I was born in 98. Okay. So when I'm watching it, like this is fresh Stone Cold. This is fresh Rock. This is fresh Mankind. Everybody is fresh in their peak. This is when WWE was cultural. It's on everything. Yeah. Like now it's like it's more kiddie now. So it's more for like children. Children watch it and it's more catered to them. But when I was watching it, it was like 14 and up. It said TV 14 and up and I'm like 3.
Yeah.
So
and you're like, let me get that
I understand.
Shit. Yeah. Yeah, because Stone Cold Steve Austin would be crushing beers on his face, right?
Coming out there, flicking people off, stuttering people.
Yeah.
The Rock coming out there, cussing everybody out, raising his eyebrow.
It was 14.
It was entertainment.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. It's kind of badass, actually.
That was good TV then. Now it's more watered down.
What happens now? Well, you said it's for kids.
There's no blood no more. Like they can't bleed anymore. In the 90s, late 90s, early 2000s, that's all it was. Every pay-per-view, somebody's gonna be bleeding. Yeah. They don't bleed no more. You can't have no blood. The cursing is cut down tremendously. Certain storylines they can't do because of politically correctness, and it's like bullshit.
Yeah. Dang.
So I don't watch the new stuff as much, but I still go back and revisit some of the old stuff that I was watching as a kid, and it's still as good today as it was.
It holds up.
And then I still remember certain storylines, so it's cool.
Yeah, dude, it's interesting that was WWE too, because I feel like comedy had that too. Like things were more savage a little bit in the 90s.
Yeah, it's like I watched all that. Like that's how my comedy pretty much is. It's like it's not necessarily cookie cutter. Yeah. Like it's funny, but the stuff that I'm talking about necessarily it's not like something that is broadened. It's more people call it dark.
It's dark.
Yeah. Kinda. But it's funny if you think about it. Like,
no, I love your shit.
Yeah, like
it's hilarious.
It's hilarious. Like the last joke I had about the Walmart dude. Like
what were you talking about? This is a joke you did about Walmart?
Okay, so it's like it was a shooting recently in Virginia, the day before Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Yes. You talk about shootings. Yes. I remember, I don't remember how this went. But okay.
Yeah, so it was a shooting in Virginia the day before Thanksgiving at a Walmart. So I was just on YouTube fucking around, and I was sitting there inebriated and watching TV. So when I was watching this, like, damn, what happened at Walmart? Because I used to work at Walmart. I used to work at Walmart for like 2 years. So when I'm watching it, they was like somebody shot it up. So I'm thinking somebody went in the store and shot it up like from the outside. But then when more details came out, it was the store manager. And I was like, damn, like the store manager shot up the shift. And he didn't come in there and shoot like the customers. He shot up the workers. So it's like I was sitting there thinking, it's like, what could make him that angry to come shoot up your employees? And I was just thinking, like, at my store, the store manager come in there and they cuss out the managers every morning about some shit being the best. So I was like, he probably came in there. He was like, man, look at all this Black Friday shit. They ain't got none of this shit at the floor. All this shit sitting back here in the back. They talking about firing me. I'm going to get in trouble. They ain't doing no. You know what? I'm going to my car. I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Stock the shelves, dude.
They came in and they was like, one of the people that he let, because he actually let somebody go. Yeah. He let one of the workers go. So, like, Imagine he just coming in and shooting the break room. He's like, oh man, yeah, well, never mind, you can get out here. But you, Samantha, you got to go. You got to go. So then he was just shooting around the room. He let her go, and she was like, he came in and just started shooting.
Oh my god!
And it was even
how many people died in this?
It's like 6 people died.
Oh god!
So it's not funny, but like me knowing how Walmart's system is and working there, it makes it like humorous because anytime it's a mass shooting anywhere in America, Walmart make you go watch an active shooter video.
Yeah.
So.
Oh really?
Anytime it's a mass shoot anywhere in America,
it doesn't have to be at a Walmart.
No,
they'll still make you watch.
You still have to go watch a video of about to active shooter. It's one of your requirements. Like you have to do it. Give your deadline. You'll get penalized if you don't watch it. All that shit.
Oh man.
So that's crazy because in the video they don't say shit about if your boss come in here and start shooting up the fucking break room. And then it's like, it tell you all type of other shit. Like, oh, if shooters come in, hide in these doors or get under the table. Do they
tell you like what to use as weapons?
Yeah, they say you can use weapons. You can use self-defense. You can fight back.
You could use stuff that's in the store? Yeah, what do they tell you that you could use in the store?
I mean, if you buy anything and use...
grab a flat screen TV and hit
them
in the face.
You can grab that. They got baseball bats. They got hammers. They got all type of shit in Walmart that you can actually grab as a weapon.
Fishing pole.
Yeah, but if you're in the back, it's hard. Club. It's hard to get out there to that shit on the floor.
Yeah.
So if you're in the back and somebody shoot, your first instinct is to run. So they'd be like, okay, in the video, they'd be like, hide in rooms and hide behind the doors and stuff like that and lock them. But they don't say shit about if the store manager come in and he got the keys to the fucking doors.
Yeah, dude.
That you're hiding in.
Yeah.
You're going to die.
Yeah.
He can just unlock the door.
Or you better pick up some pool noodles or something.
Do something.
Do something. Dude, I think that's a funny idea. How would you fight like a battle, like a shooting at
then
a Walmart?
He has to watch the video too. He know how to he trained
the
shooter.
Where you're going.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He has to escort y'all to the exit.
Yeah.
He just can stand at the exit and just it's crazy the deeper you think about it. But I never went to the meeting, so I wouldn't have got shot. I was late every night to the meetings.
Yeah,
I show up and just ask people I know where I go, and then they tell me. I'll be like, okay.
Yeah,
I go where I need to go.
Yes, you'd show up late.
Yeah,
be like,
so I would have showed up that day and be like, what the fuck going on? We ain't got to go to work.
All right.
Nah, man, Johnny didn't came in and shot up the place. What shit going home? That sucks too because it was third shift. You gotta wake up and go to work. You gotta be up all night, me and there by yourself. You got to stock all this shit.
You work third shift every time?
Yeah, I work third shift.
Yeah.
So I understood like...
Is Walmart open 24 hours?
Not no more.
Not anymore.
It was, but before COVID, but after COVID, it's not.
Yeah, dude.
So at third shift, no customers in the store. So it's just us workers. So at 10 o'clock, we got to go to the meeting that's in the break room where he came and shot at. So it's like when you walking in, everybody's tired. We all drinking energy drinks. It's like we don't want to be here.
Do you ever wonder what shooters say like right before they start shooting? Is it like awkward? Like bro, like what?
I don't know, man. Like, if you think about what would you say?
Hi everyone, I'm gonna do this now. What are you gonna say? What are you gonna say?
Well, that's just like
I'm really mad. Like I have a lot. Like you could just tell us, bro. Maybe you don't have to shoot.
Yeah,
like what would you say?
What would you say? Like you come in there and it's just like, welcome to Wild World, bitch. And it's just
there's no good opening line.
There's no you just gotta think of some stupid shit. It's like a movie or something.
I mean, you gotta be out of your mind to do it. But like, what would you?
And then with him, it had to be spur of a moment because he didn't go in there with like a gun to take out a lot of people. He shot 9 bullets.
Okay.
So that means it's a compact gun.
Yeah.
It's got a small magazine in it. It's like a concealed carry gun. It's not one that you would go in for a bunch of damage.
Yeah.
So I was like, he had to just go back to the car and get that and come back in and feel like these motherfuckers need to die tonight.
Yeah.
Because it ain't like he planned this shit. He would have showed up with a plan. He would have came with like machine guns or something.
Yeah.
They got shotguns over there in Walmart, but now he came with a little pistol,
Yeah.
So it was specific people he wanted to get.
Yeah, so he might have just gotten
ain't no
ticked off.
You know what I'm saying? They probably was going to fire his ass. They probably been there calling him stinking and everything else,
Yeah.
They probably making fun of him.
Bullying, that can cause a lot of these.
Yeah, because he was one of them. He was black, by the way, too. He's one of the black shooters this time. He's not a white person. But he was one of the weirdo black ones, just like the Yu-Gi-Oh playing motherfuckers and shit,
Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah.
Who plays Yu-Gi-Oh?
You know,
does Kylo Ren play Yu-Gi-Oh?
I don't know. You know, it's different if white person's playing Yu-Gi-Oh, but like, you know,
is a white person playing Yu-Gi-Oh weird?
No.
Shooter risk?
No, that's not shooter risk. It's like no, that's it's not weird for a black person to do it, but like you got to have a certain level of personality to yourself. Like
if you're only doing
like,
Yu-Gi-Oh,
like if you into anime period and then you into other shit, it's like okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
But if you're in anime all day to where you're jacking off the fucking hentai women, you out here just bullshitting around, it's like, all right, yeah, he's the weirdo.
Yeah.
The one that come to school with the baggy ass jeans, you know, dirty shoes, baggy jacket, you know, stank a little bit. His hair is kind of wild. So technically he's black, but he doesn't carry himself as an African American. He just looks like just like an outcast, basically.
Yeah.
Those
are the guys you got to watch.
Those are the ones you got to watch, you know.
Yeah.
Because they getting picked on from both sides, you know.
Yeah.
You know, they getting picked on from both sides.
Yeah.
They real emotional. They don't know how to talk. They ain't got no outlets. They only go home and watch anime all day and play with figurines. So, you know, you got to watch them.
Bullying, man.
Yeah. They get upset and get a hold to some powerful shit, you know. They might never know.
Yeah, don't bully. Be nice.
That's why I'll be nice to all the weirdos, you know. All the weirdos I come across, I'm nice to them.
Nice to all the weirdos.
Exactly, because you come and shoot something up, you going to remember, I was nice to you. I shared my sandwich, you know. I asked you how you doing every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bullshitted with you, know. I try to make them laugh as much as possible.
Yeah.
When they're around me, I'm Jokey McGee all day.
Yeah.
I'll be damn you get mad, come shoot me about something.
Yeah. No. Like Billy Madison.
Yeah.
You do that?
Yeah. I like Billy Madison.
Yeah, the guy you didn't want to kill.
Yeah.
Yeah. Glad I called that guy. Dude. Yeah, bullying's messed up, man.
Yeah. Everybody's been bullied at least at one part in their life.
Yeah. You're never immune to it.
Yeah. Nobody can be like, oh, I've never been bullied. It's like
no, everybody has.
Yeah. Everybody's been bullied in some aspect.
Except beautiful women.
No, they ain't even been bullied.
Not that much.
Yeah,
maybe by other girls.
Yeah,
girls.
When you beautiful, girls is gonna give you problems. Anything if you real beautiful, anything small on you that they know you insecure about, they saying it.
Yeah.
Most beautiful women don't even know they beautiful. You know.
They don't?
No.
Really?
No.
You don't think most beautiful women know they're beautiful? You think they're real insecure? Like they're like
they are. Most beautiful women don't know they're beautiful.
Why do you say that?
Because when you pretty, nobody tells you that you're pretty. Because they just expect you to know that you're already pretty. So when you're real beautiful as a woman, it's like when you older, now you know that you're pretty. But as younger, they don't tell you that you're pretty.
as a young, so you're talking about
you know,
young,
people lie. Because you know, when somebody's ugly, nobody's gonna tell them that they're ugly.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, like nobody's gonna tell them that. Oh, your child is ugly. They're gonna be like,
I know.
Oh, you so cute.
You gotta lie on that.
You so pretty.
Oh.
So now the ugly ones growing up thinking they pretty,
and
then when the pretty ones come, it's like, man, sit your little cute ass down somewhere. Get your pretty ass out my face. So they feel bad for being pretty.
I feel like once they get to college age, they know they're hot.
Yeah, because they get attention now.
They get attention.
Yeah. Once the men start coming after you, they feel, even the ugly ones. Once you get a couple men coming after you, they feel like they the most beautiful thing in the world. It's like, come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now. You slobbing on yourself. You talk about
sure.
you beautiful. Come on now.
But yeah, dude, life's hard, you know. Like bullying never stops, you know. Because you become an adult, then you got a boss. You know, you got coworkers, you got people, you know, from a social standpoint. If you have friends or like stuff like that, and you don't get invited to a party. Well, why not? I'm getting bullied. Like then I don't have. But you know, maybe you're weird. Maybe you got to work on your personality or something. Maybe you got to bring more.
Them people.
You want people to want to be around you, and then you'll be invited to shit.
People like Calvin, you know.
Calvin, dude, I love Calvin.
Me too, man. That's one of my closest friends, man. He come to the house all the time, be chilling with.
Word.
But Calvin has like real mental issues.
Oh, does he?
He has to. He can't be faking it. He can't be faking it at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
he's an eccentric guy.
He's very eccentric, and he's not weird per se. You know, like to us as his friends, you know, we call him weird. But as far as like a public perspective, he's not necessarily weird. He's just uneducated in a lot of cultural stuff.
Yeah. So
culturally, he's uneducated. Like he doesn't know a lot of stuff that he should know for his age. A lot of pop culture stuff that he should know, he doesn't know. So it's like,
Yeah, he doesn't know Shaq and Tupac like you.
You got to explain everything to him, and it's like, where the fuck have you been? And
Yeah, yeah.
You know, then the shit that he is passionate about, he barely know about that. It's like, what do you do?
Yeah, yeah.
How are you alive?
No, no. Well,
he good people though. He good people.
No, for sure. He'll grow up with stand up real quick.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
for
it's been teaching him. He's got a lot better. Remember at first,
dude, for sure, man.
At first, he was eating shit.
Yeah,
he was definitely eating it.
Well, dude, I ate so much shit when I started. And I remember, because like I've always been kind of clueless. You know, I'm a little oblivious, and that's why in the South, like I had a lot of growing pains, just because Southern people will judge the shit out of you, but not say it. They'll say odd things. Like they'll say "bless your heart." They'll say all that shit. And dude, I'm just a big dummy from the Midwest, and I've been told like a lot in my life. I'm book smart, not street smart. I'm not.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah,
that's a lot of people. So
like I can hold down a job and I can do well and things like that. But like in sales, you're relating to people. And then, comedy too. There's a part of you that's totally oblivious to how some of the stuff is coming across. But the beautiful part about stand up is you'll just bomb your ass off. People will just not like you. They won't even smile. They'll and you learn real quick.
Yeah, I'm glad I ain't never had to encounter that. And
you never bombed?
No.
Dude.
No. I've never
incredible.
I've never bombed to where it was like, damn, I didn't do good tonight. Like, it's a lot of material that I've done to where it was just some shit on the moment.
Yeah.
But I've always managed to get laughs in that because it's like, I find it funny in a lot of different shit. So I can go up there without no game plan and just like really talk and I just try to relate to the crowd more than like you'll laugh at some of the shit and how I say it or what I say, but I'm not really making jokes. I'm just really talking.
Yeah, exactly. And I've never seen you bomb. Yeah. And it doesn't surprise me. I mean, I guess because everybody has sets that aren't as strong as their best sets, but like the fact that you haven't had any moments that have been like awkward and painful is really a testament.
I never had just like silence. It might not be like laughter, but it's not. It's like it's gonna be intriguing. Whatever I say, it's just gonna be like I catch your attention for them 5 minutes.
Absolutely, yeah. And you're going somewhere with your point. You're not like boring them. Yeah. And so there's all that, but like to me, probably the big thing of just watching you is that like you're very chill. Mm-hmm. You're very conversational. Like to me, the biggest thing about making stand up go okay is just having it not be awkward and having just a calm.
I try to be that way
because they'll just feed off your energy.
Yeah. Like I try to make people feel comfortable and then like let you into like my thought process.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Because it is crazy when you think about it. Because it's just like a group of people staring at one person talking. So like, it's up to you to decide how it goes. Because if you're awkward, they'll be awkward. If you're afraid, they'll be afraid. If you're confident, they'll feel relaxed. If you're likable and not an asshole, they'll like you. Yeah. Hopefully.
Man, there's so much shit I've said to people to where it was meant to be asshole-ish. But I've said it to them in a way or with the spirit of it's like, they just laugh. And it's like I really be insulting people a lot of times
because you're not threatening.
But it's not threatening. They take it as like, oh, it's funny.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh yeah, I want you to laugh, but because I don't want you to get upset with me. But I'm really telling you about yourself.
You just want to like make it like we're friends right now. Mm-hmm. This is just a little.
That's how I come with it. It's just like, thoughts. Hey, how you doing? And then I just get straight to it.
Yeah. You got a good smile too. Smiling helps, man.
That's all it takes is a good smile. Some express like some jokes don't even need punchlines. Some jokes you can make expressions. Or it's just about
the expression could be the punchline.
Yeah, how you saying the joke.
Yeah,
like if I come straight out and just man, I'm watching the news the other day. This fuck shooting at Walmart. That's gonna be like jarring to the crowd.
It's
like that's just jarring.
Yeah, dude.
They've come out and be like, I used to work at Walmart and there was a shooting the other day.
Yeah.
Now I was like, okay, what happened?
Yeah, it's personal. Yeah,
what happened?
Yeah, first person jokes. Yeah, this happened to me the other day. I was doing this. So much better.
It relate to people because a lot of people do shit. And they think other people don't, or they think they get judged for it. And it's like, nah, there's a lot of people that do the same shit.
Yeah, dude.
Exactly. Everybody watches porn. It's just different types of porn.
Yeah.
So you can't be judged for the porn you watch. People watch different shit.
Yeah. Let's go to this uncomfortable place nobody ever talks about, but everybody does it.
Yeah, you got to stick to the safe side of it, though.
Yeah. Don't be talking about Pac-Man head or
Once you start jumping over that, now you're watching it for amusement. You're not even watching it as a utility anymore.
Yeah. As a utility? Porn's a utility?
Yeah. Porn is only used for utility. You use it to get what you need to get.
Yeah.
Get off of. Once you're on there all day just exploring, you watching porn like it's YouTube, it's like, you got a problem.
Yeah.
You got a problem. You're not even watching it for arousement. You watching it for the storyline and shit.
Yeah.
So you sit here watch people fuck it all day.
Yeah, you just like, this is what you're into.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What type of shit it is?
You got Netflix, HBO, no, Pornhub, log about 5 hours a day.
All day long. That's how you seal this feed. It's like, boy, I know how many viruses you got on your phone.
Yeah, for
sick
sure.
people.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Well, what are the 3 basic needs in life? I was thinking about this after I gave up booze.
Water.
Yeah, food. Well, yeah, food and water.
Food and water.
Sex to keep the species going.
You gotta have women.
You gotta have women.
Gotta have women.
Gotta have women.
Women really come before food and water. You fuck around.
Yeah.
Because you skip on a meal and something to drink to go with a woman somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah,
women, food and water.
And then I'm curious what your third one would be.
Third one.
I have one, but
maybe third one. Keys to life.
Yeah.
Your heart.
Yeah, that's something like that. I said for me it's comedy and stand up.
Mm-hmm.
But within that I've thought like if I didn't have stand up, booze would be the third. Because you gotta have something to deal with
of you too,
the
man.
Existential. Thanks, bro.
Proud of you.
That's why I do it. I do it for people to say they're proud of me.
I'm proud of you, man. When you said you've been clean, I'm like, good. Man.
Yeah. Well, not totally. I do a little Delta 8.
I'm like, man, hey, that's medicine. That's medicine. That's medicine.
Yeah, that's medicine for my condition. No.
Yes.
But you need those 3. You need food, water, women, and you need something you love, like your heart. Something. Yeah. And
that's the reason I said in my heart, because it's like your heart is where the love comes from.
Yeah, so and that can be fucking drawing.
Anything that you're passionate about, as long as you pursuing it, it'll work out for you. Like a lot of people want instant gratification. It's just like, nah, if you do it consistently over time, it'll start to pay out for you. As long as you loving it and you're not doing it to try to gain something. I would like to go on big tours and stuff like that with comedy, but I'm still doing it for free. I'm not getting paid to do it.
To me, that's the thing. You got to find the thing that the activity is what you like, not the outcome.
I make jokes all day long, so it's like I might as well go and stand in front of people and tell them.
Yeah, and have fun doing it.
And then if it turns to a career, that'll be beneficial, because it's not like I'm going to work. I don't have to feel bad about going and do it. It's like I literally make jokes all day long. So 100%. When I come to get on stage, it's not like I'm coming to have to do work, or I got to think of this joke, or I have to.
And when you were drawing those pictures of Michael Jordan when you were 16, were you? Did anybody pay you for those?
No, like a lot of people want to buy them. I never sold my pictures. I think I sold one picture.
Yeah,
I sold one picture for like $250.
Well, that's awesome.
That's real awesome. It was like it was a Tupac picture I drew, but I used like the charcoal pen to darken out the background. Kind of like the one where he was like in the picture with Death Row. Like I drew 2 of them. I kept one and put it in a frame.
Awesome.
And then the other one I sold for like $250.
Okay. You'll have to send me. Do you have pictures of these?
Yeah, I have pictures.
Yeah. Send them to me. We'll put them up before the episode.
Oh, yeah. I can send it to you.
Yeah, dude.
Because I used to do that all the time. A lot of people ask for my pictures. Like, you sell it to me. But once I drew it because I like that person. So
you like to draw and you like that person.
So I drew it for me to keep. It was just like I drew it as a reminder, like how much it reminded me of the time I drew it and like how much that person inspired me. Yeah. So I just drew it to keep it for myself. So when people want to buy it, it's like, nah, because if I sell it to you, then it becomes yours. And like, if I want to go back,
it's like a piece of you.
Yeah, if I want to go back and look at it, I don't want to go look at no picture of it. I just want to look at the actual picture. Like what I did.
That's why art is kind of cool. It's like it's kind of priceless in a way. Like, it's nice to get $250, but like
it's personal to you. You're doing it because you enjoy doing it.
For sure, dude. Yeah, that's you did it. Yeah, you did do it with any money in mind.
I might sell some of them motherfuckers now though.
And, if you want to buy them. DM Marquis.
DM. I'll send you some pictures.
Instagram. Yeah.
I'll send you some pictures of them. You can get some of them now, because they just sitting in the folder.
Yeah.
I don't draw as much as I used to. Sometimes I go back and I dribble and dabble, but it won't be like full pictures like I used to sit down and do.
Yeah.
I used to sit down for like 7-8 hours and draw.
Yeah. Dude, that's great, man.
Yeah. Now it's like
I used to love drawing too. I kind of want to get back into that. Why not sketch a little bit? You still sketch?
Yeah, I still sketch.
You still sketch?
Yeah, I do that.
Okay.
Or like if I'm sitting around,
very relaxing.
I doodle. I do that a lot. I doodle on pieces of paper. I doodle on receipts at work. Like I do that. But as far as like sitting drawing like something like actual pictures,
yeah,
that'd
be kind of cool.
Gotta be in the mood.
That's kind of I'd like to get back into that a little bit. You know, and it's something I want my dad to get back into. An idea I always thought was kind of fun would be to do your own cartoon.
Yeah,
like figure out how to do it, and it's a lot of work to do animation.
It's a lot.
But if you could write a script and figure out a way to do it that's not too time consuming,
I thought about that too.
Really fun.
Yeah, I used to think about that all the time. It's like as far as drawing go, because people would want me to draw tattoos. I've done that too. Like people have paid me to draw a certain picture for them to get a tattoo. So I've done that.
So they can bring the picture into the tattoo.
Yeah. So I've done that because that's not something that like I was passionate about. So it's like, okay, if you want me to draw it for you, when I in the mood to draw, instead of drawing some shit that I would want to draw, I'll draw this picture so it definitely be good. It's not gonna be no bullshit. And then pay me and you can go draw it all yourself.
For sure. Yeah, dude. I love all that stuff. And I like that. I think those are the three. I think it's food, pussy, and
yeah, anything that you love.
And your creative stuff.
Everything.
Or alcohol. Yeah, it's not a good one. But
it'd be
I
weed
just
for me.
know like that was like what was keeping me going.
Yeah.
When I was in my 20s, because I was just doing a job I didn't love. You know.
Yeah, my kids. I'm gonna say them.
Kids. Oh yeah, kids are good. Yeah,
kids.
have kids. Kids are important.
Kids. But my kids keep me going as far as like wanting to do my passion for stuff.
Yeah.
Like my passion for comedy is what made me want to do stand up, but then my kids is like what actually got me on the stage. It's like,
yeah, tell me about that. So like your first mic. When was your first mic? Was it this past go around this year when you came back around?
Yeah.
That was your first time ever?
My first time ever this year.
Dude, that's insane.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Like I ain't never did
actually hate people like
stand
you.
up before. Like my first
who are good at it out of the gate.
Yeah, my first mic was Comedy Zone.
Okay.
Calvin was talking about it. I signed up with Calvin. I went to Comedy Zone my very first time doing comedy, and I did comedy there.
Was Calvin the only person you knew that was going to be also doing it? And he knew Dante.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Like
Did you know Dante from before?
I had we had crossed paths, but I was younger, so it's like he knew my uncle and them, but I didn't know him as much. Like, so we still knew each other, but it wasn't like we knew each other like now. Like now we're closer, but at that time it wasn't. So he knew Dante because they went to school together, and like. I would see y'all post. I was following you already. I was following Comedy Zone.
That's so awesome.
So I would see y'all posting. I was like, it looked interesting. I came to one show, and after that,
you didn't perform?
No, I didn't perform. I was
what was your first impression of coming to a show?
It was like, I can go up there.
It's that bad, right?
Yeah. It wasn't even that bad. It was just like,
but there's
the first.
I think the mics have been getting better, but
yes, they are now because a lot of people been working on it. But at that time, it was like a lot of people was bullshitting. Yeah, you had a lot of people that was going up for their first time too.
Yeah,
or they were
and
just
always
coming
have
back.
Some of that.
So when I saw that, I was like, I can go up there. I know I get at least a couple laughs more than that.
Yeah.
So the next week I came back and went up there, did good my first time, and then after that, after the show, talking to the other comedians, like y'all listening to y'all. That's when I learned about the other mics.
Yeah.
So me and Calvin was like, okay, we just hit up all the rest of the mics.
Yeah.
So we went to Monday at Coffee Underground, but they would start. The list get filled up too fast. They would start too early. We was getting off work late.
Yeah, that's a tough one because the list is at 6:15.
Yeah,
you got to be in line by
gotta be
6:15.
Right got to be right there. So it was like we would do Radio Room, Comedy Zone on Thursday, and then hit Habiba's on Friday.
Yeah, hell yeah.
We would do all of them.
Habiba's one that I got to get back out to more consistently.
Yeah, I do that every Friday. That's the one that I won't miss. Like sometimes I miss to sign up because it's Sunday for Comedy Zone, so it'd be too late to get on the list sometimes for me. But Friday, I always make sure I go with Dante. Me and Dante be there. This has been nice. It's just been me and him, and it's like
and you just chill.
We just chill.
Yeah,
just go there and get it off.
Yeah, dude. No, I love that. You know Habiba's used to be a Monday night mic when we first started in 2020.
And Dante was telling me that.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's this guy named Kelby who's now in Nashville. He was one of the first people that I started comedy with. He doesn't really do comedy anymore, but yeah, Habiba's. It was Monday, and it was rough, man. Starting out, like there was barely, probably Fridays. It varies. Like there's sometimes you get a good.
And
chunk
we had
of people.
good crowds in there. Sometimes you go in there just be the comedian. Sometimes it be maybe 2 people. And I just go.
But
there.
it makes you tough because you learn how to not give a shit. Because it's a Mediterranean restaurant.
If it's gonna be people, it's gonna be people. If it's not, it's not. I'm still going in.
You're still gonna go up there
make these damn jokes.
Yeah. Yeah, it probably. I don't know. I feel like it teaches you how to be conversational and relaxed on stage.
That's what I was looking for. Like the big stages would be cool, but I feel like then I will actually use a set. Like I have a set that I had been working on. So like the jokes that I did get big laughs from, I just put that in my set. That I know how to tie them in together. Yeah. So I got a good 15-minute set at this point. But I don't really like using those jokes because it's a set. It's jokes I already used at these mics. I already said.
For sure. Dude, that's a nice attitude to have. I try to do that too. Like I have sets I'll do at Comedy Zone.
Yeah, like Comedy Zone, I use a set.
Yeah.
I rarely go up there and just talk. Like I done did it at Comedy Zone plenty of times. It didn't go well. But usually the jokes I know work, I use at Comedy Zone. And throughout the week, I just come up with new ones or something.
I try to like bring back old ones and add to them and change the order so that even hopefully, even if comics have seen it before, there's at least a new punchline or like a new angle on it.
Yeah, one thing I've been doing since like I started was like I never tried to do the same jokes at each mic. Yeah. So even though it's in the same week, each mic I go to, I'll do some new jokes, or I'll switch the order of the jokes, or I won't never tell it the exact same way. Yeah. Yeah. Like I just keep the punchlines the same, but the way I set it up or when I go into the jokes, I always switch it up.
Yeah. Do you feel like you have to do that?
It feels better for me to do that because it's like I don't feel like I'm repeating like a script.
It feels fake, right?
Yeah, it feels like, okay, I know this is coming. Yeah, man, it's not no anticipation with the crowd, but like when I think about the joke, it's like, okay, they like this one, then I do it. It's not like I'm planning on doing it. It's like however the crowd is, whatever jokes I know will work, I use them. Yeah,
I have to change it.
Yeah, me too. I can't just go do it word for word.
And sometimes I mean, you can shelf a joke for a long time, and then you come back to it. You're like, oh shit, I could say this other thing.
That's what I did with.
And when you do it, you're excited about it again because you're like, oh, I haven't thought about this in a while.
You can add it with new jokes.
You have the emotion in it because you're like, this is messed up. Like this Walmart shit, or whatever it is.
That's what happened with me. Like I got that joke from watching that. And then a joke that I hadn't used in a little minute was about the other shooter, that the one that a couple years ago when the shoot happened in Buffalo. Yeah, they went in and shot up the supermarket with a whole bunch of black people in it. Yeah, but when he did that, the joke that I came up with was like, okay, yeah, he went in there and he shot up the supermarket. There's a bunch of black people in there. But what was the funny part was he wrote the N-word on the gun. So I was like, damn, even when it ain't black on black crime, we still getting killed by another nigga. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. And that's something I just came up with sitting around watching TV. And
it was a white guy who wrote?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Yeah, it was a supermarket.
That's a funny ass joke though.
Full of black people. Then he wrote the N-word on a gun, and the gun that he used had the N-word on it. Yeah. So it was like, damn. And then once once I figured that out from the news, it was like, that's the first, like, I don't know. I processed.
Yeah, your brain thought in punchlines. Yeah, that is a punchline.
My brain thinks in like jokes, no matter how severe it is. Like my brain thinks in jokes. Even when people in my family pass away, like I be at the funeral, and in my head, like it's jokes. I feel like I'm broken or something. It's just comedians. That's like I feel like we have something to where it's like we find it funny and everything. Yeah. So it's like anything I could take and just like in my head, it's funny to me.
It's great.
Like I was at my aunt's funeral and they had a younger picture of her, but I had never saw her that young. So I'm like, who the fuck is this lady they got? Yeah. Oh, this picture at my aunt's funeral, and it's like, that's my aunt. But I didn't see this lady. She was way heavier when I saw her. They could have used a more recent picture. Put that bullshit up. That's false advertising. That ain't who in that casket. That person was 40 years ago. This person here need to be on this
liposuction to the. Skinnier. Why don't they do that?
Yeah. What do you use a good picture? Yeah.
Like, why don't they suck all the fat out for the?
I guess it's dead meat. It's bad. It's bad meat, man. You can't reuse it.
Don't they use whale blubber after they kill him?
I guess.
I'm sorry.
I guess I would. No, that'd be weird. Now you imagine that, like a girl go get her butt done and she got dead people meat in her butt.
Oh yeah.
Ass whispering in the middle of the night. Get out, hey.
Donate her body to science.
I know I'm hearing something, man. Your butt talking to something, man.
It's just flapping a little bit. I heard something.
Yeah,
no, it's just my ass.
Definitely got to be a ghost in here. There's a ghost in your ass. That's what the ghost is at.
That's messed up.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that. Wouldn't want that.
Yeah, dude. But it's good to be able to make people laugh in dark places for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Because, dude, you can't. If you can't laugh at something, you're not over it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And everything will be, it's all about timing.
But being able to, and timing.
Yeah, timing.
Yeah, and if enough time has passed, and also, yeah. But, you know, I mean, once you can laugh at something, you've overcome it, I think. Philosophically.
Yeah. And I just try to take everything and put it into a joke. So anything that's serious or that has brought trauma or hurt in my life, I don't look at it as like, damn, like, I don't get down about it. I look back on it and then I've come up with jokes for it. So it's funny to me now. Yeah. Like, it's more like, it's just, I guess it's my mental health. Like, dude. It's how I deal with stuff.
Yeah, you actually,
I process stuff.
You said you're trying to work on your mental health before you have another kid. You're trying to get your mental health right. Yeah. You said that earlier, but what do you mean by that? Like, what are you doing specifically to work on your mental health?
I just not bringing a lot of drama. Like before, a lot of stuff that I watched was drama oriented, or a lot of people I was around were drama oriented.
Yeah, like what kind of shows were you watching that were drama
So
oriented?
like, I would be around females all the time, so they'd be watching like Love and Hip Hop. Or they'll be watching all that. And all that has drama on it. That's just drama for 2 hours straight. Yeah. So watching that and then them talking about it and then they going back and forth over more drama and then family drama get brought into it.
And you would just feed into it before.
I wouldn't feed into it, but just me watching it and feeling the energy around them conversations, I didn't never like those conversations.
Yeah. So, but you would just be in it.
Yeah,
and the back energy and forth with the people, and the energy
would be off
bad.
So even if I wasn't saying anything towards the point, me just being around, it's like I don't want to hear this. Like it's bringing my energy down.
Yeah. So you, improving your mental health was you saying like when those stuff came up.
Yeah, it's cool for a moment. If you're doing that, I can sit around it for a little bit, but
you were just setting a boundary.
It gotta be, it gotta be a boundary. It can't be every day. Continue. It can't be like, it's a certain time for it. Yeah, there's a certain time I get for it. Like I do that with everything. Like a certain, I watch comedy most of the time. Most of the time I'm watching a comedic movie or somebody stand up or something. But if I'm not watching that, it's mostly like action or something. Yeah, fantasy, like where you can escape, but it doesn't put you in a mindset of drama. Like, people arguing, people gossiping, all that. Yeah. That's not for me.
Dude, it's interesting. I feel similarly in terms of a positive that I almost wasn't even conscious, but like I really don't like that either. Yeah. The negativity and stuff. And I think I would let it linger way more and I'd let it bother me.
That's what it would start, because it would start affecting me as far as
the situation sucks. Yeah. And just sitting in the negativity.
I
realize you don't have to do that.
I naturally put myself in other people's shoes. Yeah. Like, for empathetic reasons. Right. So,
and it's good to be empathetic to a point.
Yeah, you don't want to be sympathetic. Right. Sympathetic is where you taking on that person's responsibilities. Yeah. Or you taking on that person's whole thing. It's like, nah, empathetic is where you can understand it, but you don't have to be fully. Yeah. So that's what I was working on. Because before I be too sympathetic, I would want to help out a little more, try to be too generous, overdoing. And it's it's like, nah, it's not benefiting me.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not your problem. You got to set those boundaries for sure. Yeah. I feel like it was kind of been since I've been doing comedy. And I think it might be something to do with comedy because with comedy, like if you... Yeah, but you said you haven't bombed a lot, but like when you are just like having to like let go of fear and you're doing this really scary thing, you're just like other things in your life don't seem that scary anymore, that bad. It's like that dramatic. It's like, well, you're about to go do like the scariest thing. Yep. So like, why am I so hung up about this?
It's stressed
this
about
girl not calling me back or this boss or this thing at work or whatever. you know.
And I started that like when I left Walmart in March. So this is like a month before I started doing comedy. So I left Walmart in March, and I had been talking about doing comedy for years. Like everybody had been telling me to do it already. Cause like I said, I make jokes all day long, and then I would be around family, and they would be laughing at me. So they was like, "You really should go do this." Like we could sit and watch you all day. So I know other people, and then when other people would be around, you the
confidence to go.
They would always be like, "Do that joke," and then other people. So it became that more. So I was like, "Okay, I'll go do it." But then I was working so much that it was like I would go to work, wouldn't think about going to get on stage. Like I would want to, but I would be working and I would be getting my kids, and it would be mostly focused on that more than trying to pursue it. So when I went working, it was like, I'm gonna actually go do it, just try it out, so I don't never regret it or be like I didn't do it.
Yeah, for sure.
And I did it the first time, and I was nervous, but I didn't bomb. Yeah. And like the shit that I thought was funny actually got reactions. Yeah. So after that, I was like,
got that confirmation.
After that, I was like, okay, these people are laughing at the same shit my coworkers and my family laughing at. So I was like, okay, I can do it. And then after that,
it's nice to have that. Like for anybody thinking about starting stand up, like you have that moment where somebody else laughs at something you thought, and then you're like, wow, okay. I remember it happened to me. Like I was on the phone with this girl, and I said a joke idea to her. And I heard her go, like she actually laughed. Like she hadn't thought of it, and she laughed. And I was like, okay, I at least have one thing I could say. Yes. And that was, I don't think, if she hadn't laughed on the other side of that line, and she didn't laugh hard, just for like a second. And I was like, okay, wait. Yeah. She reacted how
you wanted to react.
Yeah. And I was like, okay. And that was all I went on stage with that night. Yeah. My first time. And it was probably one of the only laughs I did get. The rest.
That's how it was for me. Like I've been goofy all my life. So as a kid, like I said, I was into wrestling. So I didn't know what a comedian was as a kid. Like I knew I was funny, but I didn't know that I was making people laugh. I thought they was just laughing at what I said or how I said it. I didn't know it was me doing it. So it was just like I would just be goofy all the time. Yeah. And then they would be like, "You should be a comedian." I didn't know what that was. So it was just like, "No, I'm gonna be in WWE." And then I got older. And like I said, I had DVDs for days. So I had all the wrestlers exclusive DVDs. And when them first come on, they always be like, they show the injuries and they be like, "Don't try this at home." Yeah. So at like 15, I was like, man, that shit look like it hurt.
We're going to try this at home.
I was like, no, hell I'm not.
You weren't, no.
Because I had sprained my ankle playing basketball several times. Yeah, yeah. And I almost sprained my Achilles one time. So me doing that and seeing how bad that hurt. Yeah. It's like, man, I'm not going through no fucking table for a week straight. Yeah. That's going to be too painful. Yeah. So after that, I was like, I saw that I only like the personality aspect. I like when they come out and talk on the mic.
I got you.
And relate to the crowd.
You're a straight up entertainer.
Yeah, but good shit. Getting slammed, I'm not too keen for that no more. I don't like people putting their hands on me. So it's like,
for sure, dude.
Yeah. So after that, I looked into comedy more.
I got you.
I was always watching comedy and stand-up, but I didn't know what it was.
It's kind of nice when you don't know what it is. Because I think about that sometimes. Before, we do comedy, and before I knew that it was like a job, like you're just enjoying it. Enjoying it. Like I would be watching SNL stuff and Seinfeld, and like that was kind of what I grew up on, and the DVDs I had, like Will Ferrell, Chris Farley, all that stuff.
And that's another thing. Like I'm glad my mom did. My mom didn't just subject me to one form of comedy. Yeah. Like I got all my comedy through her because she's watching it, so I'm only watching it because she's watching it. But when we was watching stuff, it wasn't like we was just watching black comics all day. We would watch the white comics. And we was getting all the Will Ferrell movies, and we was getting all the Steve Carell movies. So I was getting to see Jim Carrey was my favorite comic when I was young. It was Jim Carrey and Chris Tucker. Yeah, I would quote them all day long. Yeah, like the little dance he did in Ace Ventura. I used to do that. I used to do that all the time.
Dude, Jim Carrey's insane. He's one of my favorites.
He's one of my favorites too. Him and Damon Wayans and Chris Tucker. Yeah. Well, my first I was like, they're funny. I want to do that.
Damon Wayans. You ever seen The Sixth Man?
Yes.
Oh, I love that movie.
Yes.
I've
seen that.
That's a comedy and kind of a drama. There's like some serious stuff in that.
Yeah. We love that. I've seen the one with him and The Last Boy Scout with him and Bruce Willis. Okay. I saw that. Yeah. Like I've seen all of Major Payne, all of his movies.
Major Payne?
All of them.
Major Payne. That's good. Damon Wayans. Yeah, Chris Tucker, dude. He I think he had some money problems.
Yeah, he did taxes.
Taxes.
Yeah, same thing. Wesley Snipes in the man too.
Yeah. So I didn't know the whole backstory, but he was at Comedy Zone.
Mm-hmm.
Did you go to that show?
Yeah, I couldn't. I was trying to get out because I was working.
That might have been before you started comedy.
Yeah, it was before I started.
Was that last year?
Yeah, it was right. It was before. It was a couple months before I started.
Yeah, time flies.
He came, and then I had to work that night, so I couldn't get it off. Even though I put in for it off, they didn't give me it off. So I couldn't go see Chris. I couldn't go see Damon when he came in June.
Oh, man.
I wanted to go see all of them, man.
Yeah,
There's a lot of people that came I didn't get to see, like Bruce, Lavelle.
Yeah.
Like,
dude, I feel bad. I've seen all these guys.
Exactly.
They're
I know
so good, dude.
A whole bunch of comments.
Dude, Chris Tucker.
Earthquake, all of them.
Was Earthquake here?
He came, yeah.
He did? Yeah. I didn't see her.
Yeah.
I've only seen I saw his Netflix special, which was insane.
Insane.
Dude, more people's, no offense to the Netflix special, but like I feel like some of them are getting a little watered down.
Yes.
And like, dude, Earthquake, like I think the special was only 40 minutes.
It was.
It was a shorter special.
Short special, but it was all the way through.
Wall to wall fucking
all the way through.
Laughs.
Yes.
Like,
and I like different types of comedy. I like his comedy and then like I just like comedy and like how it is.
Didn't Chappelle put on the Earthquake one?
Yeah.
I think he's
because
I don't know if Earthquake would have gotten the Netflix special unless Chappelle vouched.
Yeah.
Which
and that's a big up to Chappelle. And I watched all his specials too, and all his like his masterpieces. I like how Chappelle do it. So I take
his masterpieces.
Yes, I take all
his specials
of them.
are. What's your favorite Chappelle special?
My favorite one is Killing Him Softly.
Dude, me too.
Killing Him
me
Softly.
Too.
That's
gotcha,
my
bitch.
Favorite one. That one.
Oh my god.
And
is that a birth canal?
Where he was talking about the baby selling drugs on it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's like that.
I'm selling weed.
Is that a fucking baby?
Yeah, it was his callback, his closing joke.
Man.
Oh my god.
That one, what's the other one he did? Where he was it's the other one that came out in like 2007. What is that one? Is it Don't Take It Personal? Something like that.
I don't remember the names of all of them.
I can't
Sticks
remember
and
the name
Stones.
But it's like one where he was talking about with the Ja Rule thing. He was like, who the fuck is asking Ja Rule these questions? Like that one, that's one of the funniest ones to me too.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, so Chris Tucker, like it was really trippy seeing him in person. It was crazy because he is a movie star.
Yes.
Like, and you know, he has to do he's doing the club tours because of money and stuff. But to see him up close. Dude, he strutted in there on that stage like he was the man, and he was like,
man,
he kind of had like he came out from the bar area where there's that curtain, and he had like I want to say at least 4 guys surrounding him, and they started playing the music, and I think it was I don't know if it was Money, what song he came out to, but he just had this charisma that just oozed off the guy,
yes,
and still has that shine and very funny. He wasn't as experienced, you could tell, as like other comics that only do stand up. Like it was a lot of stories about like his Hollywood life and movies and things like that, but it was still great. And that's so cool. You get to like rub elbows with people like that, or you get to get close.
I like all the types of comedies. Like I like Chris. I like how Chris has switched it up because when he first came out, it was like explosive, but now he's more like the storyteller. Like that.
More chill.
Kevin, I like Kevin because
of
his storytelling. I like Tracy Morgan's because
Tracy Morgan's. I've seen a lot of Tracy Morgan stand-up. I've seen about 30
Have you seen
Rock.
this Netflix specials?
No.
He got 2 Netflix specials. You got to go watch them.
Okay, they're good.
He got one before the because he got hit by the Walmart truck.
No.
Then he got a car accident and got hit by a Walmart truck. He got paid a bunch of money.
Dude.
Yeah. So it's one before he got hit by the truck and there's one afterwards. And both of them are coming.
Yeah.
It's just golden. Like I watched that pretty much all day. Gabriel Iglesias is one of my favorite ones. I watch him too.
Yeah.
I can go down the whole list. It's a bunch of people. It's people that a lot of people don't even know that. It's just like stand up that I watch. Like this dude named Rod Man I watch. I like Carlos Miller.
Yeah.
Even newer comedies, Chico Bean, DC.
Chico Bean.
DC. And Chico came too. I didn't even get to go see
Chico roasted the shit out of me. Because I was the only white person in the front area. Yeah, dude. He roasted the shit out of me. And I actually talked about it on stage after. And I got laughs off of Chico Bean roasting me. But Yeah, it was me and Kelby, that guy I mentioned, and we started saying we came, and I had a different hairstyle back then. I had short hair, and it kind of swooped up in the front like Johnny Bravo or something. And he was like, he noticed me, and he said, "Man, who are you, man? You remind me of somebody. Who is it? This Johnny Bravo? No, Jimmy Neutron. Like Jimmy Neutron." And then he did other jokes, and then he came back to it and did like a rap about something.
Oh yeah.
And he rapped about like different people in the audience.
Yeah, like that's
like we go into outer space, Jimmy Neutron. And he went back.
I like all.
And I was
that.
like, dude, I felt pretty special. I was like, I like the attention.
It's creativeness, man. I'm a fan of creativeness. I'm
Yeah.
a fan of people being creative in different ways. Like,
Yeah.
not even just becoming. If you being creative in whatever you're doing, like I watch. Like, you ever see like the tour mansions,
The what?
mansion tours? Like on YouTube, it's a bunch of high price mansions. It's like $50 million, $100 million.
Yeah.
And
I've watched super yacht tours.
Yeah, it's a dude that tours it and shows like what's in the house and different shit in there.
Uh-huh.
But I like that because it's creative, you know. Somebody
Yeah.
put in a bunch of architectural work into that and building it
Yeah.
and certain stuff. That when they had like secret rooms, different
Yeah.
apartments and shit in the house, that'd be cool to me. I like
Yeah,
it's
dude.
creative.
I want to watch that stuff.
Yeah, it's
So
cool.
then I'll get used to it, and then I'll be like, I don't need that anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why I want to watch super yacht tours.
Yeah.
So I'll be like, oh, dude, this is amazing. But I'm like, this is a lot of work
Yeah.
to maintain. How much money does it cost
I'm
to
telling you,
to
like
keep
a
the...
lot of people say they want a mansion. Go watch a whole bunch of them
Yeah,
mansions getting toured. You like
You have like
that's a-
staff?
that's a lot of fucking space.
Like you work at a hotel. Like you live at a hotel
You
now.
gotta
And
have-
You gotta...
You want 8 bedrooms for what? That
Yeah,
requires
why,
people at your
dude?
house all the time.
Yeah.
If
See,
you're gonna
that's
be
why I like-
gone, you gotta have somebody there all the
Yeah.
time, or it's just gonna be wasteful.
I want to watch those shows to get rid of my envy. You know, I'd be like,
Yeah, it's like,
I
what
want
you
my
watching?
small place.
It's too
I just
much,
want
man.
my little-
Who gonna
that's
cut
all-
all that goddamn grass
that's all-
outside?
Yeah.
Who's gonna cut that?
Yeah,
I'm not going out there
you
and cut it.
You gotta pay the guys, and then you feel like you're not paying them enough, and then you're like, oh,
Yeah, you feel bad.
you feel bad. Like I got this rich ass house, and I feel bad.
Yeah, it's like, man, I gotta pay this person. Like, yeah, he doing a good job, but it's like,
Yeah,
I could have got my ass out there.
yeah, I could have cut it.
I could have cut it. If it would have came down to it,
Yeah,
I would have had to cut it.
Yeah, your maid or butlers are like making you a sandwich. Like, dude, I could make that. I'm an asshole. I
Yeah.
could make that.
I like how you make it, but if it came down
it'd be way
to it,
shittier.
yeah,
But like,
it would have been made.
I'll make myself a bologna sandwich. Fuck it. Well, why not?
Gotta survive some way.
Don't do that. I actually feel a little guilty because I hired a maid, and it's very affordable because my place is so small.
Mm-hmm.
But like, if I'm here and she's here, I'm like,
Yeah,
sorry,
like-
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's like when you
I'm
hear with
sorry.
them, it's like I could be doing this because I'm here. But
Yeah,
I appreciate you doing
I
it.
appreciate it so much.
I
But
appreciate you.
yeah, do you want a water? Do you want anything? Like, I'm sorry,
I understand that, man.
but yeah, dude.
I don't feel like I want none of that. I feel like if I did get real successful, like I'm not into the big shit. Like
Yeah,
I want a big house, but I don't want it big to where it's like a whole bunch of bedrooms. People gotta be over. I want a big house because I want a lot of different shit in my house.
yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
want it like I want it to be different for me. I want to be able to walk around my house and feel like
Yeah,
I'm
okay,
in a
so
different
this is a
place.
good question. So like, okay, if I asked this to one other guest before, but if I give you like $80 million, what would you do?
$80 million. I give
80 million's like a good number for like,
yeah. There's a lot of stuff you can do. 80 million. If I got 80 mil, I'm putting 10 in each of my kids their own bank account. They can't touch it till they're 18.
yeah,
So it's like, yeah, you
good
got,
father.
yeah, you got $10 million, but you can't touch it till you're 18. And then when you do turn 18, you're not getting 10 million right away. You're getting $1 million each year.
So you're paying out like the lottery.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it'd be like, okay, when you turn 18, you got 10 million technically, but you're only getting $1 million
Yeah.
a year. So when you turn 28,
Yeah.
that's your 10 million. So whatever you do with that $1 million each year you get, you better hope you build, because when you turn 28, you run 10 million and
Yeah.
you just out of 10 million.
Yeah. You got to put that, you got to invest that shit.
Yeah.
Get
So
a return
I
on it.
put that in there for them. So that's what, 30 million gone.
Yeah.
30 million gone. So then you got 50 million.
Yeah.
So, I can give baby mamas some money,
Yeah.
I share with them. 5 million a piece is all you need, all right? I give
Yeah,
you 5 million.
Dude,
I give
5
you
million, you never
million.
have to work
You
again.
ain't got to work again, and then you could, whatever businesses or whatever you want to do to be creative yourself, go do it.
Uh-huh.
That's what I would encourage them to do. So therefore, it's not like you dependent on me.
Yeah.
You got your own money coming in too.
All right. So we got 40 million left to play with.
So then we got
for
40
Marquis.
million left. So Then I got to go buy. I'm a real sneakerhead. Like I'm real big on shoes.
Okay.
So I get a whole bunch of shoes. Maybe give my grandma some money. Definitely do that. Give my uncle some money because he's like an older brother than me. Yeah. Give my daddy some money. My mama. And you know everybody else you can get a little money, but you're not getting the whole million. You can get a couple thousand. So we at about maybe 30 at this point, maybe 30 million, because I'm spending a good amount on shoes. Then I got to get a couple cars, maybe like 5 cars, but not like Rolls Royces and stuff. I'm on like old school cars, classics and stuff like that. Yeah. Regular cars.
So you're gonna get a house, right?
Yeah.
What kind of house? So we talked about that a little. You don't want a huge house. You don't want to talk a mansion where you got all the headache.
About no $10 million mansion. Give me a good. I build a house. I'm not gonna go buy one that's already built. I take a good $5 million, buy me a whole bunch of land somewhere, either here or North Carolina, because we got a whole bunch of land here and ain't nobody bought. You know, I just go buy a whole bunch of acres, $5 million, and then build whatever I want on it. Yeah. So then on like all the acres, I build like my house, family members' houses. So therefore, it all comes back. We flowing through each other. So I gave you money. But you building your house on my land, so you ain't got to worry about the government coming to take your house because it's on my land. Yeah. So long as you doing what you need to do, you got a house over here.
Yeah, for sure.
So I would do that and just build a community around me. Yeah. With my house being there too, but then like get other houses, let other people come, build a community. I love it. Get some acres of land instead of just going to buy one that's already built.
I love it, dude.
So I do that with $5 million, and I still got
$25 million,
and I just gonna sit.
Yeah.
I take
you put it in an investment
account.
Put
it in investment, let it build.
And you live off the income of the,
Yep. I'm not really a just blower of money.
Yeah. To me, I think the house is a good investment because you want to be able to entertain and have people come over and, share.
Then I want to build it so that's what's unique, like it's my house. Yeah. I ain't got to worry about renovating.
What different rooms you putting in? You got a sneaker room?
Oh, definitely.
I'll put a sneaker room.
Definitely gonna have a sneaker room.
You could theme it like basketball too. Like you could have it. You could have like it.
I probably would do like
it's a stadium.
Like I probably would put my sneakers in the room, like in a separate room, like because I'm gonna have a basketball court. Definitely gotta have that in my house. So like it's gonna be like a room off of the basketball court. Yeah, nothing but shoes.
Hell yeah,
nothing but shoes. I mean like a big room, not no regular room, like room full of shoes.
Yeah.
I got a lot of shit.
Dang, dude, I want that too. I want a basketball court in my house.
Basketball court in my house. Get a pool to where it's like pool with a water fountain. Yeah. So therefore, it look cool, like it's somewhere outdoor adventurous. Big pool and it's really a water fountain. Then you swim under. You can go to like a different section of the house where it's like little bars and stuff.
Oh, dude, you watched this show?
I've been watching.
I gotta get on this show. Yeah. What's this called?
It's like just go on YouTube and I just type in
mansion tours.
Mansion tours.
Okay.
And they have like different ones that's like $100 million, something like that. But if you build it, it won't. It's kind of different. Like if you buy it, that's because somebody had it built that way. So that's why you gotta buy it for that price. But you building it yourself, it won't cost as much money. Yeah,
dude. We went to Phoenix last weekend with my little brothers to golf, and we played on some like nice courses, and the houses on these courses, dude, out in the desert. Like we actually stopped by Devin Booker's house. Ooh. You know Devin Booker? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he played in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and my cousin knows him. So like we had his address, so we drove over there. And dude, Chris Paul's house is right next to it.
Oh my god,
baller, dude!
I'm telling you,
you can't see much from the street, unfortunately, because they have fences and their cars are kind of in their garages. But you can tell they're like ranch style, so they don't go up real high, but they're spread out. And
that's what I want.
Just all concrete, real modern designs. My one buddy, he played. I'm just name dropping him now, but
you good?
Jared Valdir. He played line. He was. I played football with him. He got drafted by the Raiders and then played for the Cardinals for a while. Mm-hmm. So he also had a house in Phoenix, and I visited him one time with a buddy, and we went in the house, and it's real nice. I mean, not crazy huge. Like he didn't have like FU money, but I mean. He signed a big contract. I think his big contract was like a $30 million contract.
God damn.
Yeah, dude. Crazy. That was his free agency deal.
Woo.
And So like they had like a putting green in the back and a pool, and like when you walked in, it just felt big. Like it felt like sprawled out. Like like there was big pillars and like this big walk-in, not a lobby, but like whatever. That like opened up. It was just felt spacious.
It's too, I don't want it real big. I just want it big enough to where it's like people come in, they be impressed.
Yeah,
I don't want to come in.
Impressed. Yeah.
I just want people to be impressed. I don't want to come in by myself upset. Like, look at this big ass house.
Yeah.
I gotta walk 15 minutes to get to my bedroom. Like,
Yeah.
It's too much when you got attitude.
Yeah.
It's too much when you got attitude.
Yeah.
Like
sure.
I don't want a house that big where you gotta have a couch in the hallway.
Yeah.
Gotta have
to
a couch.
fill up the space.
Yeah, just to take a break. You fuck around walking from one room to the other.
Oh man,
I gotta get down the other end of this hall.
Yeah, I gotta put my shoes on and stuff. I gotta go outside.
That's too much.
I need to take a little nap here before I do that.
That's too much. Yeah, you fuck around, fall asleep in the house.
Dang, the more I'm talking about mansions, the more I want one.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. You can speak it into existence. We gonna get one.
We're manifesting shit.
We're gonna be successful comedians.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have mansions, and then we're gonna look back at this, and we're gonna look how far we came. Your podcast gonna be sponsored by a whole bunch of people.
Mark it down. Yeah, we don't have a sponsor yet.
You going places, man. You going places. We're getting the sponsors. You're gonna have a whole studio. We're gonna be having it lit.
Yeah. Gotta dream big, man. I would love to have a room that's like sports themed. Like I love the Packers, so it'd be cool to have like the stadium transposed on all the wall. Like you walk in and you're in the freaking.
Look, man, in 10 years you'll have it. In 10 years, this will be one of your rooms.
I want to like hire Disney to like create an experience room. You know, have you ever seen the rides they have at Disney? You ever been to Disney?
Yeah, I've been to Disney like 5 times.
You've been to Disney 5 times?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude. Like they'll create like these rides somehow. So I know there's some freaking designers and engineers that make that shit.
You ever been in the ball at Epcot?
Yeah.
Then that's a cool ride right there.
Yeah,
that's dope. I like that. I like the way it go up around and come back down. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, just something that could simulate shit like outer space or like. And I want it to be practical too, like VR, whatever. But I don't want.
That's how I do too. Like you know how people be having like the little lights they go on the wall, but they look like clouds.
Yeah,
you got to put cotton balls and shit up there.
Yeah,
like that's cool to me. I would want a room like that too. That's a good smoking room. You go in there, roll up. It'll be like clouds around. You play some vibes and sit back and relax. I'm all about chilling.
Dude.
It's a good vibe, chill.
Yeah, you could have the cloud room where everything turns into like you're in the sky.
Then you in there smoking too. It's like you actually high.
You're actually high, dude.
Actually high.
You are. Yeah.
Cloud 9 for real.
Yeah. Yeah. Just get that Andy from Toy Story wallpaper. Put that shit up. Yeah,
that was my shit. Toy Story. Yeah, that was my shit too.
Yeah, how old were you when Toy Story came out? It might have been before you were born.
It was. I didn't know that when I was little. Like it's so much stuff I watched when I was little. I'm thinking, damn, this came out right when I was here, and it was like, nah, it came out before you.
Dude, that was a big movie for us in the 90s. Dude.
See,
because that was the first time computer CGI was a thing. Like I want to say it was because
all the rest of them was like
cartoon.
2D.
Goofy
movie, all that was 2 dimensional.
Lion King was huge too.
Yes,
huge. And that was actually really good, high quality animation. Like they were on the cusp of like making it, because even watching the, remastered Lion King now, it looks 3D.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I didn't see the live action one.
Yeah, I ain't really care for the live action one.
No, I'm a little over some of the Disney content now. I don't know.
Like they remaking a lot of stuff, and to me, it's like, man, you should have left that alone. You should have just left it where it was at.
Yeah.
But the Marvel movies,
you fuck with Marvel?
I like the Marvel movies.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan. Now this new phase, I don't know where we're going in the new phase yet. So I feel like they're gonna tie them together, and we're gonna be shocked. But like the phase 1 and phase 2, when they had like Iron Man and all them was coming out.
Yeah.
Them was
dude. Iron Man changed the game.
Yes.
Dude. For superheroes.
I've been watching superhero movies on my life too though, like Blade, and like that's really what saved Marvel ass.
Yeah, Blade did.
Yeah.
How so?
Because they was in debt.
And this was early 90s. When did Blade 90s. Come out?
98.
98. Yeah.
So it came out saying y'all born. That's crazy. It's crazy how I know this shit.
Yeah,
like I was actually here.
Yeah, I know. I love.
But
this.
It's like,
I love the
it came out in 98, and Marvel. That's why they didn't have none of their characters. That's why they getting all their characters back now, because they had to sell all their characters off. They sold Spider-Man to Sony and everything else. So Blade was a live action movie. It was the
Yeah.
first live action movie
Yeah.
for Marvel.
Yeah.
And that's what put it on the map was
Yeah.
Blade and Wesley Snipes. That was the
Yeah.
first movie to go and do a whole bunch of money and make their money back to where they could get rights to certain characters. And then the
Yeah.
second movie that took it overboard was Spider-Man. Spider-Man
Yeah.
came out after the one with Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
It came out after Blade. So
Yeah.
Blade opened the door for Marvel movies.
Uh-huh.
And Spider-Man came. And after
Yeah.
that, it was just like
Yeah.
different.
You know what's crazy? My neighbor growing up, well, I don't think they live there anymore, but they live across the street, and he trades stocks. Like that was his day job. And but he doesn't do a lot of trades. And I sat with him one day, like I shadowed him to see like what is stock trading like and stuff. And I found out that he made a ton of money on 2 stocks. That allowed him to be kind of doing what he was doing when I watched him. And the 2 stocks, one was a pharmaceutical stock and the other was Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
And he got bit. He made a ton off Marvel
of money.
because it was a sleeper. Like nobody thought Marvel was going to do anything.
No.
And I forget how he like thought that would take off. But he put a ton into Marvel when it was dirt cheap. And then
Yep.
when it took off with all this shit,
Yep.
like he made
That's-
tons of money.
That's how you would get it. Like, and then my teacher taught me that. Like, we had to take government and econ.
Yeah,
in
dude.
high
I was an
school.
econ major.
Yeah,
Fuck
and
with
I
that.
had the messing with the teacher that told me about the dates. When I was telling you, like, he made me remember dates for World Wars. I was in
Yeah.
honors, like history.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like I was in regular history. I was in honors history. I was
Hell
in
yeah.
honors U.S. history. So government econ, I had honors in that too. And we had to do a project where we had to invest in stocks, fake, but
Yep.
we had to actually like.
But it was the real stock market, right?
Yeah, they gave us a certain type of a certain amount of money, but it's like a game, but it's actually reflected the market.
Yeah.
And then the teacher told us, she was like, just invest in stuff that you're actually interested in. So I put a whole bunch of money in Netflix. I put a whole bunch of money in like Foot Locker there, because it's like basketball season going on, and this is right
Yeah.
before the playoffs. And
Yeah.
our project was due when the playoffs started. I was like, man, the Foot Locker is gonna go up because people gonna be buying these playoff shoes. They come out with new shoes every playoff.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is gonna go up. And then I did that project, and everything that I invested in went up.
Yeah.
Now I didn't win because a lot of other people invested in bigger companies to where
Uh-huh.
they knew those companies, like other stuff, like
Yeah.
pharmaceutical stuff like that.
Yeah.
I just invested in like stuff that I was actually
For sure.
watching and doing.
For sure.
And I still made a lot of money. I made
Yeah.
millions of dollars off this stuff that I invested.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, I should have
Damn.
invested money for real.
Damn. Too bad it wasn't real, dude. We get our mansions.
Yes, man. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get me mine. Though. I'm gonna get me mine.
Yeah,
And
dude.
I'm gonna have it. Hopefully, it's when my kids get old.
Yeah.
You don't want to have grown kids in a mansion. Like, y'all get ready to go. Like, yeah, this seem cool to y'all now, but y'all getting ready to get up out of here.
Yeah. You kind of want little kids to run around.
Yeah, you want more little kids, not grandkids, just little kids.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Yeah. Oh man, I like talking about this stuff. This is yeah.
That's dope, man. You know,
I'm trying to think. I was gonna. So you liked World War II
yeah,
history.
yeah, a little bit. You know, I studied a little bit. This is a lot of
we're
stuff.
coming
I
off of December 7th.
catch you up on some.
You know what that is? Pearl Harbor
Mm-hmm.
anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
Day they'll live in infamy. Got us in the war.
Yeah, that's what got us in that motherfucker. We was over here chilling till they want to come.
Yeah,
fight
dude.
with us.
The freaking Japanese had to try and take out our navy.
Man,
and then,
we stayed out long as possible. And what's crazy is it had been go. We came in 42? Yeah, 1942.
Is that what? I don't
Is when
even
we
know.
entered. Yeah, we entered in 42. So it had been going on.
December 7th, 1941, so then 42, because
Yeah.
that next June was D-Day, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So we entered the war in 42, and it ended in 45.
Yeah.
And it had already been going on since 38, really.
Mm-hmm.
So it was going on for 4 years before us, and we came in, and that shit ended in 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
We can't- we
fuck
got-
around and find out,
We
dude.
got the motherfuckers up out of there quick.
Yeah.
All that shit Hitler took, man, we got that shit over in 3 years.
Dude. Yeah, it's nuts to me to think about World War II. It's my favorite war to just
Mm-hmm.
read about, watch movies about, documentaries.
Me too.
Because it's just so crazy. It wasn't that long ago.
No.
It was not that long ago.
And then, like, the advancements in the weapons, certain stuff that we did
Mhm.
to counteract, and the codes we broke.
Yeah. Have you seen Imitation Game?
No, what's that?
It's a movie about the Nazi Enigma machine, which was the machine they used to encrypt all of their messages that they'd send via wire or whatever. And it takes place in England, so it's Bletchley Park, where I guess Winston Churchill and like the British intelligence people were.
Yeah.
And they brought in these code breakers, and they had like this puzzle that you had to solve in the newspaper, and then a bunch of people came in to see how fast they could solve the puzzle, and whoever solved it like got hired to try and break the Enigma machine. So Alan Turing was the guy who finally broke it, and he was a very eccentric guy, and there was too many combinations that the machine could spit out. So like by the time they broke any one code, they would the Nazis would just change the settings on the machine, so the next day all the codes they'd broken were worthless again. So Alan Turing invented what is thought of as one of the first computers to be able to, you type in a couple of things and it could decipher the codes, and then they could translate any message, so they could figure out if the Nazis were sending a U-boat attack on a ship or if they were sending an air attack. Like they had the answers to the test. But the fascinating part to me about that was they couldn't let on that they had cracked it, because as soon as the Nazis knew they cracked it, then they just not use it. They changed everything up. So they had to let some British and American and Allied forces like die, because they couldn't call off the attack, because it would let them know that, you know, they were onto them. So just stuff like that, man. It's so crazy.
I like looking at stuff like that too, like, and then learning about it in school. I was sitting there thinking, you know, Hitler's downfall came when he started to invade Russia.
Yeah. And he tried to open up two fronts.
And Napoleon's downfall came when he tried to invade Russia.
Yeah.
So it's like, damn, anytime it was a ruler over there,
yeah,
and they were real successful, anytime they tried to invade Russia, that's when they would start coming down.
You can't fuck with Russians, man.
No.
They've lived a hard.
Then it's so big, like that's how they would get you. Like
it's so
they would
big.
do the scorched earth. Like they would just burn everything and back up. So to them it looked like they're running. So they burning everything while it looked like they're running, but they're burning everything. So the Nazis coming in, they don't have no resources. All your shit that you would need is burnt. The fields is burnt, so you can't grow nothing. It's cold, it's snowing, it's Russia.
Cold,
and the buildings is burnt. You have no shelter. You had nowhere to go, and then you still moving because you think they're running. And then you losing, man.
But they're just hunkered down. They like Stalingrad.
Yeah, they backing up.
They're in all these blown out buildings, just shooting you,
and then they backing up. So then you losing, man, following them.
Yeah,
and they not losing nobody. They just backing up. And then once you get
they're not going to retreat, because the Soviet command would kill you if you surrendered.
So they just backing
up,
like, fuck it, buying time. And then when you get deep enough into Russia, now they gonna fight you back, because now you got to turn around and try to run back out. Yeah, because y'all, most of your men done died on the way in here. Yeah. So now
and you got to keep your supply lines going.
Now you got to try to run back out.
Yeah.
And they can come forward and fuck everything up on the way back.
Yeah. And you're not getting food and stuff. Nope. And then like when the snow thawed, their trucks and shit would get caught in the mud and stuff. It was horrible.
Horrible. That's
it was
terrible place to go try to invade.
Yeah. Those documentaries, man. I am not tough enough to have fought in a war, dude. No. Especially like not after all the.
No. Them two wars, like World War I and II, are like.
Did you see
prized possession wars?
Yeah, dude. Did you see the movie about World War I? The All Quiet on the Western Front or Eastern Front? It's on Netflix.
No, I ain't saw that. I saw the 1914 one.
1914? Yeah, it was all shot in one shot.
Yeah,
that was cool.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I saw that one. I ain't seen the other one though. I looked at the preview, but I just ain't watched it.
It's a good watch. It's horribly graphic. It is like, in your face type shit.
That's what I like.
And you see the evolution of like the boys when they're starting to like after they've been, war hardened, and
I would not be able to
recognize them. They're like aged 30 years and
I wouldn't be able to go to none of them wars, especially like Vietnam. Vietnam, I think that would have been the most.
Yeah, Vietnam might have been the worst because it seemed all.
It was too
pointless.
Pointless.
Yeah.
So now you're not even amped up to fight.
No.
Like World War I, you amped up to fight. World War II, you amped up to fight because they came fucking with us. We was not in our business.
Yeah.
So now you ready to fight. You got that drive and ambition to go in Vietnam was like, man, why we going over here?
Yeah.
Why we fucking with these people for?
Yeah.
We
thought communism was going to spread, but
get our ass kicked.
Communism collapsed on itself anyway.
Yeah.
We didn't need to fight that. We should have we should have maybe known that.
Going over there, got our ass whooped.
Yeah, dude. The Viet Cong just in these tunnels and shit.
Whooped our ass.
Dude, I don't know how the Viet Cong goes through those tunnels. Like, I've seen pictures of those things. They're so tiny.
Tiny.
Like, I'm claustrophobic, man. And I think Vietnamese, like, on average, their men are smaller, like, to fit in those tight spaces.
Then you in the jungle.
Yeah. Yeah.
You in the
all
jungle.
the bugs and snakes and stuff.
So now you're not even just fighting against them. You fighting against nature.
Yeah. Nature.
You fighting against nature. You got to fight against them. And then they know where all this shit is at. They building traps and all type. No. I'm good.
Yeah, it's kind of similar to the Iraq War in that it's like there's not defined lines.
Nope.
They could be hiding in houses with families, like, you know.
Exactly.
Insurgents.
That's crazy. Like,
yeah.
They had kids walking up on people with bombs on them.
Yeah. How do you fight against an enemy like that?
Exactly. You can't. Like, that's tragic. But you can't even trust a kid.
Yeah.
Like, you might have to shoot a child.
Yeah.
You might have to shoot a child. You know, that's something you gotta be really prepared to go do. And it's tough to have to come back from that and try to adjust and stuff like that. I feel bad for people for that.
Yeah.
Certain military got the PTSD and stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy how military evolves. There's some really good podcasts about military.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Blueprint for Armageddon.
I watch
it's a World War I documentary.
War, like the people that went to war tell stories about what they saw at war. I like to watch them, and it'd be like uncut. There ain't like the little TV edit where you on TV talking about it. Now you cuss.
How do they talk?
They really describe like the stuff they went through. They describe it graphically in a good way. It's not like you're not really disgusted, but it like you feel like damn, like you had to go through all that. Like,
what is their tone though? How do they feel about it? Do they feel like
some of them are like excited or happy that they did it? They had to go through that because they went through that for their country. They feel validated for doing it. Yeah. Some of them, they don't. Like, I ain't never seen none of them regret it. Yeah. But you can see some of them like it wasn't what they expected, or they. Yeah. It was a little bit more than they prepared themselves for. Like certain injuries and stuff they got to go through today. It's like it's from that.
Yeah. There's a documentary on Netflix. I think it's called. Something about died young, or I forget the name of it. Dang it. But they similar, like accounts of World War II. They shall not grow old. That's what it's called. They shall not grow old. And just how they talked about it, they kind of talked about how it felt like it was a great big game. And they were fighting with their friends, their brothers, and it was all they did. And they didn't think too much about what they were doing. They were just like, this is what our job is, and we're going to go do it. They didn't really think much past that.
Well, you had no choice. This is a draft.
It was a draft, yeah.
They sent you a piece of paper. You got to take your ass. It's good what you got to do.
Yeah. It was just crazy to me how they thought in such simple terms and just did it. Because, like, I don't know. I think how I would have thought about, like, I would have had so much anxiety. I would be, like, in my own head. And, like,
we got to look at life a little different. Like, we got to see outside.
Yeah, we got to like step out of our life and look at it.
So we got.
That's what I'm talking about. I feel like there's a shift.
Yeah,
there.
We can see what's going on the other side of the world, and we can see like what's going on in other states and what's going on around America as a whole. Like at that time, you only knew what was going on around you.
Exactly, and that's what they said too. The guys that came from these real small towns, they're like, "Well,
you only knew.
I'll go to work because I'm just gonna go work at the shop in the town in the middle of Iowa or wherever it was."
Yep.
And I'm not even that excited about that anyway. But going to do this big cause, to be a part of this thing,
that's all they tell you.
That would be cool as shit.
So then you get there, they training you, and you think you're preparing for something like you don't know what you're preparing yourself for. Mm-hmm. You know you're preparing for a type of battle, but you don't know what type until you get out there.
Yeah.
And once you're out there and you seeing people get shot beside you, it's like that's traumatic in that moment. Because it's somebody you was just talking to.
Yeah.
Somebody you was just eating with, had to do push-ups with. And y'all running out here to do this, and off the back, they go.
Yeah. So it's like your brain can't even compute that fast. It's like,
and you still have to fight with your friend. being shot right beside you. You still got to protect yourself and try to protect him.
Yeah.
So that's a different type of mindset you would have to be in.
Yeah. It's crazy to me too when you think about some of these. Like you'll have the they'll show it in a lot of movies, but where they have like the commanders who have war experience, and they're teaching these kids who have no idea, and like they've maybe been in World War I or they fought before, and that's the guys they put in these commander type roles, and then you see the kids evolve into an understanding. Like they don't know shit, but then once you see somebody die, it's like
Yeah.
That's when you. And I can only imagine, like not having gone through any of that. But
I wouldn't want to go through that either. I just saw somebody get shot, but not like somebody I knew.
Okay.
Like it'd be different if it
Did
was
they
somebody
die?
I knew. Yeah.
Oh shit! Sorry, dude.
I mean,
You didn't know him, so I guess so.
I mean, it's I still felt bad, but
I don't give a shit. Yeah.
it wasn't like I could attend the funeral to pay my remarks.
Crack some jokes.
It was an older
This is really
man.
sad. I don't really know him, so
Yeah, it was an older man. He wasn't gonna have that much longer.
This guy was
He just,
a ticking time bomb anyway.
Yeah, he was on his way out.
What could you?
He was on his way out. They just opened the door a little wider for him and pushed him on out there.
COVID might have got.
He could have. It was around the same time. He was out there, no jacket on, in the cold. He was just
I'm so sorry.
liability waiting out.
I don't need to make light of that. Dude.
That's how our brain thinks.
Oh, man.
That's how our brain
dude,
thinks.
It's been almost 2 hours, man. It's
Mm-hmm.
crazy.
Yeah, man. Time flies. We're having good conversation.
Yeah, dude. I got to go because I got to go to a freaking mic here.
You're fine, man. It's cool, man. It's been a good conversation, man.
Yeah, dude. I've had fun.
Glad I got to sit down with you, man.
Yeah. I'm pumped.
Yeah, man.
I think it's hilarious. Calvin beat you to it.
It's fine.
I was going to have both of you guys on for sure anyway. But
you can have us back.
yeah,
Come
dude.
on.
Calvin wants to do it again.
Yeah.
We got a lot of good feedback from that episode.
I'll do it again, too. I can do it again, too. Me and him, we can come.
Yeah.
We won't be doing much.
Yeah.
You can see our aspect of us together. Like,
yeah.
Like, I feel like when he around y'all, he don't show his real self. Like
he doesn't?
No. He puts on the front.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Like it's not a big front, but it's
What's
like
the real Calvin like?
He just you'll see. Like I don't want to like say that he's slow or nothing, but some of the brain he might have lost a piece or so. Like, he might have lost a couple pieces of his brain.
Yeah,
it's just a lot of stuff that he says or his ideologies of life.
Yeah,
it's really like, who the fuck told you that?
Yeah.
Like, what is it? Like, this is not information that you need to be harboring. This is bullshit.
Well, he watched a lot of porn. That came up a lot.
Yes,
and maybe
that's his favorite topic. Oh my
God.
Then the type of porn that he watches, it's just like, what the? Are you okay?
Like, yeah.
He needs therapy. I feel like he needs therapy.
Yeah, we all do.
Yeah.
But
that's something that's wicked within him. He needs prayer is not gonna get that out of him. He needs something.
We'll have to get him out here and they're talking about it. But yeah, if anybody doesn't know, Calvin is they're buds. You guys typically go up around the same time.
Yeah, no, usually we either ride together or we show up with each other. Like we started back off doing it together. I keep him going. Sometimes he get in this mood. He be like, "Oh, I want to quit," or
"Oh, good, you encourage him."
About stop. Yeah, it's like, man. He have his bad nights. He be like, he thinking about stopping. It's like, nah, man, everybody gonna have bad nights.
Yeah.
Like, you can't compare yourself to me. He be wanting to do that.
Not everybody's got.
You can't. You never got
the Marquis.
You gotta. I'm an exquisite type of person. Very exquisite.
Yeah, for sure.
Everybody can't be exquisite.
Yeah, don't be too hard on yourself.
You don't be too hard on yourself. I mean, I ain't necessarily bombed, but to me, it wasn't what I wanted to do.
Right.
So I understand it. It wasn't the complete reaction I went all the way through, but I ain't never went up there and just like bomb. So, you know.
For sure.
I told him, no, you got to just get better. It's all about working. He come over. I told him come do his homework.
Yeah.
I be at home doing homework. I watch stand-up all day. I watch different styles. I watch different people.
Wait, you're at home doing homework?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, are you in school?
No, like comedy school.
Comedy school.
Comedy
okay.
school.
Oh, I got you.
I sit at home, watch stand-up, watch different comedians, watch different podcasts.
Hell yeah.
And I just sit and analyze it and look at how they do stuff and then the type of people that they are. And it's like, I don't look at it as, okay, those are famous people and they just famous people. I look at them as like, man, I'm going to be right there with them.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to be right with them. It's gonna be me and them. We're going to be peers.
Yeah.
And hopefully I can have friendships with some of them. I look at it like that. Like, that's somebody I would want to have as a friendship or be able to talk to as a mentor or something. Yeah. I'm not looking at it as, okay, they famous because of this. It's like, no, I'm not really looking at them as starstruck. It's more like, it's an inspiration, and I would want to have a relationship with them. Not like, not no.
It's great to be able to do that.
Relationship, but like communication, mentorship, and stuff like that. Yeah,
for sure. You ever seen the movie Hoosiers?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know that scene in Hoosiers where they go to the state championship and they're in the stadium and all the guys are looking around and they're like, oh my gosh, it's so big. And then Gene Hackman has the measuring tape and he measures 10 feet rim to floor, 15 feet to the free. Is it 15 feet to the free throw line? Yeah. He's like, you'll find these same dimensions back at home at our home gym in Hickory.
Same thing.
It's like, it's just a friggin' microphone and people. That's all it is. It's the same. I mean,
wherever you go.
Our shows are a lot smaller, but you know,
it's gonna get bigger.
Yeah, dude.
It's gonna get bigger. You just gotta branch out. Somebody gonna see it. People gonna want to see more of you.
Just get better.
Get booked, and then once you start getting booked, now that become a job. Once it become your job, it become easy. You doing it all the time. Yeah. The more you go on stage,
the more you do it, the better you get.
The better you get.
It's a little snowball. Just get the snowball rolling.
It's easy. That's why I try to go any time of the week. Any time of the week, I go as much as I can because it's like, this is gonna be a career for me. Yeah. I'm not gonna just be working.
I love your vision, man. I love that you have these this dream to do it.
Yeah.
So like, okay,
something I'm passionate about.
It's your passion. So in 10 years, where do you want to be?
10 years.
At my fucking age.
It'll be like, in 10 years, I'll be headlining my own tours.
Okay.
It'll be 10 years. I'll be headlining my own tours where I'm gonna be able to bring younger comics on the road with me.
Bring me on the road with you.
You'll be on the road with me when I start going before I'm headlining. Once I'm like the star of the tour, and then I can just bring anybody along with me and get them some time. I'm gonna make sure I do that. Like it's a dream of mine to be like, I be around funny people all the time that don't even notice.
Yeah.
That
they're funny.
And it's like, man, you could come and make money from doing that. You just gotta, if it's something that you can do consistently, you can go and you can make money from it. And not even have to just do stand up. I do stand up because that's something that's an outlet of mine that I like. I've always wanted to do stand up as far as my comedy goes. But a lot of people can be comedic in podcasts. A lot of people can be comedic acting. And you can be different stuff. I'm gonna be able to do all of it. That's what I want. I want to be able to do acting and all that too. Yeah,
but acting's fun, dude. Yeah, it's really fun.
The main job I want, stand up. As long as I can go get on stage, tell jokes, it's fine.
Yeah, that's the cool part about having stand up as like the main thing. Because you can do other stuff.
You can do other stuff on the side, then you can come back and stand on stage.
But stand up's always there.
Always there. You see that? Like that's what Chris Tucker did. You know? He got in trouble with the taxes. He's able to go. You can go pack out a club. Yeah. You pack out a club, and once you the headliner, now you can make certain stipulations in your contract. Yeah. I want the door and half. You can have the food and the drinks. I just want the door. Yeah. Because therefore you get all the money from the door. Yeah. You get the food and drinks. That's how the establishment make their money. Because that's where they're gonna make the majority of their money anyway. Right. So you book me for whatever you got to book me for, because that's my price, and then I want the door. Everything else you can have. So all the food, drinks that they buy, you'll make your money back just from that. Because now you got a whole, everybody here going to get something. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, dude. You got it all figured out. I haven't thought this far ahead. I need to start.
Yeah.
I liked what we talked about. I liked you manifesting stuff, talking about your mansion. How you're way more charitable than I would. I was like 80 million. All right, what am I gonna buy for myself? Yeah, I don't even know what I would though.
I had to get the people that I knew was gonna ask me for money out the way first. So just give them money
Yeah.
so they ain't gotta come fucking with me to ask me for no more. And
I
then
think-
the money
yeah.
I got, I can just do what I need to do.
I think I just want to hold on to it so that when people Googled me, they'd see David net worth 80 million. That's all I want. I just want people to think I'm cool. That's it.
Yeah, I'm taking that, taking that and flipping it,
Yeah.
making it more. When you go on there, it's gonna be 200 million.
Yeah.
It's gonna be me smiling.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, dude, you got anything you want to shout out? I'll put links to all your socials and stuff.
It's just Queese Walker on everything.
on everything.
Yeah.
What are you active on?
Snapchat, Instagram. I have a Facebook. I just ain't posted on there yet, but I'm gonna eventually start posting stuff on there and getting on there a little more since I have one now. I ain't had one for a long time, but I'm gonna get a little active on there now.
Yeah, I got you.
So it's just Queese Walker, QUIS_Walker on everything.
Queese Walker.
And just eventually I'm start posting more stand-up clips because now that I got a set, I can post like throwaway jokes.
Yeah,
I ain't want to post my set and then go do a set. It's like the same jokes people didn't saw.
for sure.
So now that I do got jokes enough to where I've been doing it long enough where I can post certain clips, I'm gonna start posting clips to stand up.
Yeah,
and,
dude.
You know, I'm open for bookings. I'm open for
Book this guy.
anything. You know,
Book this guy.
anything. Movies.
Yeah, movies. I
Anything.
don't know if any Hollywood directors are watching.
They gonna be watching. They gonna be, if they ain't watching now, they will eventually.
Yeah,
Then
on
when
episode
they gonna see us.
episode 1000.
Yeah, they ain't even
I think we're on
episode
episode 80 something right now.
Yeah. Oh,
Well, I'm gonna do this till I die, bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I'm telling you, man, the podcast is gonna take off.
I better not. Yeah.
Tell you, the podcast is gonna be successful, man. And I appreciate you having me on, man.
Yeah, no worries, dude. It was a pleasure.
Yeah.
So it flew by. I hope people. I'm sure people like this one. This is good.
They should, because I've been blessed.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. When you told me you'd watched it before, I was like, oh my god, you were watching.
Yeah, I watched several episodes.
It's like,
I watched one with
dude.
Chris Whiteside. I watched one with Chris Wilson. I watched the one with Dante when you had Dante on.
We had just started it. Dante was the 4th ever person we had.
I was watching it then. When I seen Dante on, I watched it.
Was it
from
pretty
now on.
fun back then?
Yeah,
I haven't watched the old.
It's always been fun.
Yeah.
Anytime I watch it, I've always enjoyed myself. I listen to it at work.
Yeah.
I'll be at work, I listen to podcasts.
Dude, this is great. This is a great commercial. Yeah, dude.
I'll be at work, I listen to
If
podcasts.
you're here to see Marquis, yeah, stick around. We'll have some
I'm telling you.
other comics on here.
I'm telling you, man. We gonna have some fun.
Yeah, dude. All right, man. Well, dude, thanks for coming, man. Check Marquis out. Comedy Zone's the main spot. Where Habib is on Friday.
Habib is on Fridays.
Yeah.
Friday night at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Come on out there. You'll see me every Friday.
Yeah.
And then I got stuff I'm going to post. And then I'm going to send you the pictures of my drawings.
Yeah,
too.
dude.
So if you need me to draw something or a tattoo or something, DM me and I'll get back to you.
Yeah, bro. Absolutely. All right, man. Thanks for coming on, dude.
Thanks, man.
All right. Thanks, everybody. See you next time.